Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am tired as hell, but that doesn't matter because we have some League of Legends to cast.
Yes, we do.
My name is David Vid Cossack, and of course here with me is Jack. Jack Loves Lamp Counts.
Hello.
So we are here with the Gold Quarterfinals, the third of 4 Gold Quarterfinals.
A lot of quarterfinals.
Yeah, lots of quarterfinals.
The way
That's what
that we did
happens
it
when
this
you get-
season,
yeah.
you know, with the 8 and 8, the top 4, and then they start, cross
It's kinda
matches.
fun. I
It's
like
fun.
it.
I think it's fun too.
So tonight, the series is between Propulsion Esports and Power Flashes. Propulsion Esports obviously representing Noxus. Power Flashes from Demacia.
Yes. 2 and 3 seeds.
Yeah, the 2 and the 3 seed. So,
assuming equal conferences, which is impossible to really. I guess we'll actually kind of have a better feel for at least where the teams ended up at the end of the season after these quarterfinals all pan out. But they are the 2 and 3 seeds for their respective divisions, so pretty close.
Yeah,
so it should be a pretty
close match, one way or another. And getting into that, what are your predictions for the match?
Gosh, I don't know. It's really hard to make predictions, given
that
that they play such different teams, and the cross conference weeks are also hard to use as a point of reference because people did meme pretty hard during, and they were.
Propulsion especially,
and that's fair. Yeah, Propulsion especially, and that's fair. They were for fun, so. Have fun with it. But that makes it hard to tell where they panned out. I believe after the first cross-conference week, there was an equal amount of wins from each division. And I actually think after both of them, it was equal again.
It was still pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, so, if you taking it with a grain of everyone was memeing salt, they should be relatively equal. So I guess I would actually give the advantage to the 2 seed.
Okay.
Because they were probably memeing, so my prediction's probably off. But that's my logic.
See, I'm actually going to give it... I'm putting my prediction on Power Flashes, the 3 seed. But that is... that's more about the fact that Power Flashes has been looking really strong in the last couple of weeks of the split. They beat OSU to
there's a
secure,
big
they
momentum
beat
is
OSU
like a thing
to
in
lock
sports.
their quarterfinal spot. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Propulsion, they were really clean in the beginning, and then they lost to Road. Their one match loss for the season, but
it's a tough team.
Yeah, they lost to the hardest Road, who obviously went undefeated, but at the same time, they lost to Road, and everything kind of looked a little less together. They were working as a unit, and I do live with one of the players on Propulsion, so they used to practice all the time, and then in the last couple of weeks, they just they
died down.
stopped practicing.
Not as much practice.
I guess a little bit of complacency, or we already locked our spot for quarterfinals.
Complacency is big, and then I think there's also sometimes an element of we've practiced.
We practiced so much, we got this. And I know, of course, I don't think this is going to be a stomp either way. I think this is going to be a really close 2-1.
And that's why I'm giving the small edge, just because of seeding based on cross-conference results, where things ended up pretty equal, leading me to think that if there was an edge, I think it would be to Propulsion because of that. But it is close. I'm not saying all the way. No confidence in my prediction.
So, without further ado, let's get into game 1 here. Unfortunately, since we didn't get to do it live, we don't have the picks and bans, and could have done the picks and bans, but
so after this game, for the next 2, or I guess 1, is it 2? Wait, we can't say that. That'd be a spoiler. Well, anyway, for the next however many games there are left in
the series,
we'll bring up we'll talk about some of the bans as we go into it, especially since a lot of those bans might be something based on what we see here in game 1.
Yeah, a lot of target bans always coming out.
As the series
goes
here
on in Gold,
especially when you have these teams that haven't played this team before. Unlike they might have in cross conference, but again, memeing. But you haven't played this team extremely seriously before, unless they've scrimmed and I don't know about it. And so given that, they might pull something out that you notice after game 1, your team's champion pools are weak against, and so that's a change you make in your game plan. So we can mention the round 1 bans going up to the next game. And we'll take a look at see how their strategies have evolved as the series goes on. So anyway, we've talked about them a lot, but over on the blue side, we've got the Power Flashes. Worgen Knight in the top lane on Ornn, Baby Carrot in the jungle on Olaf, Sworn in the mid lane on Orianna. This is Orianna, right? Yeah, that's Orianna. Paladin and SP Pillars in the bot lane on Sivir and Leona.
Meanwhile, on the red side, we have Propulsion Esports, Drodvir in the top lane on Shen, Siren in the jungle playing Trundle, Mayhuli on the Cassiopeia mid, and in the bot lane we have Boar Rider Man and Chex Mixon playing Kai'Sa Morgana. Now we get a little bit of action here. Warg Knight walked into Drodvir basically, so they traded some damage. Warg Knight ended up coming out on the worst end of that, just because he was trying to walk away rather than fight it.
Well, he was trying to walk away after getting hit from that kind of second part of Shen's Q, which is like, it's not little known, but lesser known.
Yeah.
Where he gets bonus attack speed and slows his opponent when they're walking away from him. It's such a weird ability. Yeah. My God.
Yeah, especially, see, I've never really gotten, like, obviously I know Taunt and Ultimate, but that's going to be the engage.
A lot of damage.
Morgana,
Ignite.
Ignite comes down, forces to flash away, and now Paladin flashes forward. Chex Mixon looks like she's going to live.
Yeah, thanks to Heal and Black Shield, barely gets out with their life.
But yeah, this is going to be a huge swing of momentum for the bot lane of power flashes. That is a flashless Morgana now against Leona, so...
Ooh, wow, they're still looking to be pretty aggressively. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Leona is a pretty aggressive champion. While Drodvir gets a pretty decent combo onto Warg Knight, but actually ends up going even because he gets that full proc of the W on him.
Yeah, and Warg Knight ended up canceling.
Well, not quite even actually.
Ended up canceling an auto attack there, so he could have brought him down a little bit lower and probably even gotten off that grasp of the Undying. But unfortunately, that's not here. We've got Baby Carrot coming in, forcing the taunt away from Drodvir. Does not get the slow off. And that's just going to be it. Baby Carrot
he hadn't backed yet. No boots.
Yeah.
Can't make use of that Predator. I am trying so hard to not call Predator Fury. I don't know why I can't stop calling it that. It is a bad habit. But he doesn't have it yet. Hasn't backed. So kind of just using the Spood Beast of the Scuttle Crab to try and get a little bit of a speed boost onto the gank. But Dash is a pretty long range, I guess, all things considered, as far as being a top laner goes anyway.
Yeah, Shen having one of the larger repositions of, like, all top laners,
all
especially tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, especially tanks. Yeah, I'd say probably Zac, and he's not really a top laner these
not
days,
a top laner anymore.
Yeah, just Shen.
Yeah, it's like Shen, and then you can't really think of another tank, and then the first thing that I think of when I think, like, any top laner is, like, I don't know, Riven.
Yeah. I mean, so there are a lot of top laners that have sort of dashes, kind of like
little
Urgot or Aatrox, but they're basically not dashes. And then you've got the ones that are more in the line of like Riven or Fiora who have lots of little dashes. But he's got as far as top laners,
but that's going to be the engage onto Chex Mixon again. And going to get the Black Shield out, but the damage is done. Chex Mixon
going to force the back once again? I don't know. They're just like so aggressively.
I mean, that's what you've got to do here.
Yeah. Chex Mixon, I guess, is just... Oh, wow.
Oh, now Baby Carrot here on Mayhuli forcing his flash away. And now Siren is down here, but his laners are just very low. And Chex Mixon going to get the Dark Binding off. Paladin uses his heal there.
Pretty decent gank, but doesn't actually burn any summoners besides heal. So could have been better, especially considering that I think that the Trundle was a little bit cocky with that gank angle. I think he could have started out lower on the river there. There's a lot of merit to getting behind the enemy. Like, I mean, like, he came at them with his team.
You should kind of come in and pinch
come in
them
like a little bit. You're like, I'm gonna run at the enemy, but like you could just pincer them, like hang back. Like you know that they might have flash, you know that they might have heal.
But Siren is in here now.
Here comes a fight.
They're both kind of low.
Orianna's collapsing as well.
In. Looks like Siren is going to steal it away with his flash. Yeah. He did use that, so Baby Carrot did lose that Scuttle Crab, and since Sworn left to go back up his jungler, Mayhuli got a little bit of extra CS there in that lane.
Yeah, a little bit of edge, about a wave. Wow, a lot of damage onto Drodvir. Warg Knight looking pretty healthy in these traits now. He did back and teleport to lane recently, which Drodvir has yet to do that.
Yes, and now Drodvir is level 6, has that Stand United, so he can reposition around the map, even if he uses his teleport to get back to lane. So this is a big advantage in the top lane here for Propulsion. Yeah, so
we're just gonna watch Tank stand here, I guess. What in the world?
Yeah, because nothing else is happening.
Oh,
that's why.
It was a DC. Did they pause?
Yeah, the pauses
I will
don't-
imagine
the
we just
pauses
sort of
don't
missed
show
the
in the
pause.
replay.
You're right.
So now Drodvir aggressing onto Warge Knight, going to get a little bit of damage off on him, but takes some of his own, thanks to those last couple of Ornhammer hits.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in these tank fights, there's not a lot you can do, but something Drodvir could try to do a little bit better is watch for the... This is, like, it's tough, but, like, doable. Is watch for, like, the grass proc and deny it with that Spirit's Refuge, or Spirit's Refuge, yeah. Because he's using it, like, right at the beginning, but Ornn's auto attacks aren't that effective. But if he's using it to
backloaded
proc
onto
Grasp or proc his passive, those are more effective. And those are ones that Shen can use, like, can block as well.
Yeah.
So maybe timing him
Just
during
more
those...
value in
more
in
more
blocking
value
there.
because, like, Ornn's damage isn't really in his autos, but he does proc some decent chunks of damage with autos, so saving that Spirit's Refuge for those trades might make them a little bit more even in Drodvir's favor. Of course, he also hadn't backed yet, meaning that there was an item advantage for Worgen Knight as well.
Yeah,
so now with that back and that actually didn't
He
teleport
did not
to lane,
teleport
just
back,
ran
he chose to walk.
So we might be able to see, and that's a pretty Shen move, because if you do ult somewhere randomly, you want to be able to get back to your tower before the opponent gets a ton of damage.
Yeah, which is why you use that teleport. So now Drodvir aggressing onto Warge Knight. And pretty
Still
even.
pretty much even.
All things considered. Everything is pretty much even here. Shen starting with the Tiamat.
Here comes another gank on Mehulu. Here
That's
comes
going to
the
be the
Shinnle.
Stand United coming out. Baby Carrot is on the run, has the Ragnarok, and uses it. That's going to be a double Shockwave, but now Paladin being aggressed on, flashes away, checks Mixon goes down, but that's going to be first blood for Bull Rider, man. Now it is Leona versus Kai'Sa as the fight continues in the jungle. Siren flashes, hits Baby Carrot, but can't quite. There is enough damage now. That's the Ornn Horn coming out. He is going to knock up Trundle, but there's no support here for this Ornn. Warge Knight is running away, but he's going to go down to Mehuli. 3 kills picked up for Propulsion at the cost of their support.
Whew, a lot of action in the bot lane and the top lane simultaneously. But yeah, Board Rider, man, despite all of that, is the one to pick up the first blood, and that's pretty big. I mean, Kai'Sa isn't known for being a strong early game champion by any means. So being able to get a first blood is huge. Help you get to those spikes that you need to become more relevant.
Yeah,
so
hitting that early game power spike, it does look like he
looking
is...
for Siren in the jungle.
Yeah, Siren
trying to get to
overstaying, possibly a little greedy, trying to steal away that blue buff. But instead, he just leashes it for Sworn.
He tried.
He tried. But yeah, Boar Rider, man, looks like he is going for that Storm Razor first. So in about 500 gold, he will have that first item over Paladin, who only has boots, 2 longswords. Paladin didn't get the kill there. It was SP Pillars who actually killed Chex Mixon.
Yeah.
So
that is unfortunate.
Yeah,
I mean, Leona has a lot of her strength as a champion in early game aggression. Pretty good damage and
just base
hard to
damages and
avoid in
stuff.
the beginning. And towards the later end of the game, her stun cooldown is so low. And her ultimate's such a great engage tool that she's just, it's your typical support beefy utility bot.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But, like, she definitely has her biggest strength in that early game. Because Alistar could probably do what Leona does late game to a degree better, because she has to use, the auto attacks, and he's got AoE, knock up, and the knock back.
Oh, but now Siren is here for Warge Knight. He has the flash. He's going to use it to get away, but gets interrupted by the pillar. Great use of that there by Siren. He's slowed, but I don't think he can quite get away. And now Chex Mixon is going to get the stun off onto SP Pillars, but that's the hunt coming out for Kai'Sa. Boar Rider Man going to get Paladin so low, but he can't kill him. Now SP Pillars is... Wait, that's Mehuli. Mehuli came down. Now Baby Carrot going to be stunned, but the Ragnarok is popped. Boar Rider Man going very low. Paladin takes the kill there, and now Mehuli is going to get a double kill.
All right, so the reason that Paladin escaped there is because of... Oh, wow.
Oh, but the flash in by Sworn, but he's going to miss the Shockwave, and now it's a 2v2, but Mehuli going to go down. Going to make this a 2v1. Paladin has some mana back, and now it's Drodvir versus Sworn and Paladin, but Sworn and Paladin are both very low. The double taunt! Sworn doesn't get the cleanse off in time, and that's a double kill for the Shen.
Nice on Drodvir. Good double taunt. Hits the Q through both of them, meaning he has the enhanced attack speed, the enhanced damage, and they are both slowed, moving away from him. And also, taunt does a substantial amount of damage. The damage is based on Shin's health. So like even with just one item, it's a decent amount, especially against such squishy targets. Now we saw a mistake there, just like a small one, talking about trying to get on the other side of an opponent of where they're trying to go. Ooh, Dragon's gonna get picked up for Propulsion as well.
Yeah.
The Kai'Sa used the ultimate, but not to the opposite side of the person that Kai'Sa was trying to kill. Used it to the close side, and Paladin was able to pop heal and spell shield and actually get away without even going down to the Kai'Sa, who could have had that probably locked up by ulting to the opposite side, because it works on like a circle around the champion that's in your range basis.
You can target any bit around them in this little circle, which I don't really get. It's
cool.
It's kind of neat, but at the same time, it's like
it's basically
why,
like we want Nocturne ult, but obviously this is an AD carry. So if she went melee range, that would just be dumb.
Definitely.
So they had to somehow.
Yeah, it's like you can
let her choose and but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because in a team fight, she could basically just ult wherever she wants. There's so many champions that anywhere she would choose would essentially be in range.
Now, Mehuli might be in
trouble.
Going to be pulled back in. That is going to be the Ragnarok pop, but that is Sworn going to take the kill. Drodvir does not get there in time to stop the kill onto his mid laner. Cyrene slowed, not going to be able to catch those enemies. Wow, he managed to disconnect twice in like 2 seconds. Without reconnecting. That's impressive, Boar Rider, man.
All right, 3 people starting to look towards bot lane because the Sivir and Leona are pushed up. They're going to see that roam happening. Going to back up.
Yeah.
Orin, meanwhile, might be able to pick up. No, he's gotten a lot of damage on it, though.
Yeah, Drodvir does not have his teleport. Did use it to get down into the bot lane for that fight. So he will have to... Actually, he's sending Mehuli top. So Mehuli is going top to match the Ornn. But is he going to make it in time?
Nope.
No, he's not.
I was literally just waiting for
the long shot.
Okay, so first Tower Blood over to Power Flashes. Worgenite specifically picking up the solo gold there.
Yeah, going to put the Power Flashes about 1,000 gold in the lead here.
Wow. Also 40 CS up almost.
Yeah,
over his lane opponent due to those roams with the ultimate. So dang, Worgenite, despite being 0-1-0, is probably one of the richer champions in the game right now. Most CS in the game plus first Tower Blood to himself, so substantial.
He is, and he finishes a Sunfire Cape right there, so that is the first, or not even close to the first completed item of the game. I forgot that Mehuli's fed.
He's also got the completed boots, though.
That is going to be the taunt. Now Sworn going to catch both members of Propulsion, and now Drodvir on the run, but Mehuli is here to support. Warge teleporting in as Cyrene takes down Baby Carrot. Warge has the Call of the Forge God, but is he going to use it? No, does not have an opportunity here.
Yeah, Sworn's low on health and has 0 mana, so not a lot of backup from his team in that moment.
Yeah, and Baby Carrot and Sworn, it looked like it was going well for them in the beginning, and then Mehuli walked right in and said, "Freeze! I'm a snake."
Man, I actually really like the Olaf pick in this game. I mean, we'll see how it kind of pans out, but I think in theory, pretty darn good pick considering the Shin ulting in to try to save someone, like the typical Shin move is as soon as you finish the teleport, you dash. That does nothing to help save the person he's fighting. The Morgana CC obviously does not do anything to help either. He mostly is fast and does true and physical damage, and doesn't really rely on CC to kill anybody, meaning the Black Shield's not going to help very much against him. And then the slows and the stun that Cass can put down also mean nothing.
Yeah, there's so much CC on this team. Mehuli's ultimate. Oh, and that's actually going to be the on the hunt pop. A little aggressive as Baby Carrot comes in late.
Baby Carrot even used Predator. Like he said, he must have said something like, "I'm coming," and then Paladin was like, "Okay, ult." But could they force something here anyway? Here's a teleport from the Shin.
Yeah, the tower going very low, but now Baby Carrot taunted, doesn't have the Ragnarok, and that's going to be the Black Shield stopping the Solar Flare. Now, Leona having to flash away as Mehuli gets into the fight in the middle there, but Mehuli takes down Paladin. Now SP Pillars is going to go down. That's a 4-man Shockwave, but Orianna has to flash away, has to cleanse, and that's Olaf going down. Cyrene on a killing spree, checks Mix and picks up the last one with her Ignite. That's 4 for nothing for Power Propulsion. Damn it, Boar Rider Man and Cyrene changed their club tag from Propulsion to Power Flashes, and I keep reading those.
Man, so not Olaf, Ornn doesn't have teleport. He used it on that mid lane skirmish earlier. Yeah, so he did sit top and pick up or is trying to pick up the Rift Herald
Finally gets it.
Instead. He does pick it up, but they're going to lose 4 kills for none and a turret down in the bot lane. Yeah.
So this is going to put Propulsion back into the lead at about 2,500 gold. So
yeah, they've evened up the tower count. They are ahead in Dragons, and while they are well behind in CS in the top lane by a substantial amount, their top laner still has a solid amount of kill participation, hopefully making up for some of that gold deficit in terms of the CS. And the rest of them are faring pretty well in CS as well. So, I mean, that gets you to a pretty substantial gold lead at this point. It looks like we're 2.5k almost in favor of Power Flashes.
Yeah, and...
God, Propulsion.
Propulsion, right?
I just read it too!
Right?
I just read it too. Gah.
So, Propulsion, like a lot of this gold that we're seeing right here, this advantage, is on those top 3 champions, Shen, Trundle, and Cassiopeia. And I think that this is basically the best case scenario for them. Not only from a champion perspective, but also from a player perspective. Actually, mostly from a player perspective, because you do want a lot of gold on that Kai'Sa just to get her scaling fast. That's going to be the dragon picked up. Very close to stealing.
So close to stealing it, man. Never lucky. Just got to time it a little bit better.
But yeah, I mean, like Trundle and Cassiopeia, both of them having lots of gold, getting those spikes. You know, Trundle becomes this unstoppable, tanky, run you down and kill you machine. And of course, Cassiopeia is just going to machine gun you down with her fangs. So both of these are great choices to just have more damage, more items, more survivability on. Really, Drodvir taking a bunch of damage.
Yeah, Drodvir might.
Oh, but that's going to be Chex Mixon going down to Baby Carrot, the Ragnarok. He does not care about the CC, and he's just going to kill the Morgana, who died with Flash Up. Was not expecting that, but the Call of the Forge got coming out, going to knock up Drodvir. He can't get the auto attack off, but he flashes forward and claps him.
Dang, so 306 means nothing in the face of a plus 50 CS Ornn, apparently.
And yeah, now even Warge Knight is just saying, I don't really care about you, Cyrene. I'm just going to walk away. You can use your ult and everything.
Now, I kind of missed it because Drodvir died. But what level is Drodvir right now? He's dead, so I can't really tell.
I don't know.
We'll find out when he's alive. But
find out next time.
He could have, or Morganite could have a substantial experience advantage because of all this farming he's been doing as well.
Yeah, we're going to see Drodvir is
12 level advantage.
So.
So having even just 1 level advantage, it doesn't seem substantial, but the boost you get not only in the base damage or / shielding or whatever from the extra ability level you also get a very substantial amount of base stats.
Yeah.
I think it's equivalent to like roughly 200 to 400 gold depending on the champion in base stats.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's basically a kill's worth of gold.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Just from being a level up. And that's why you'll see a champion who starts to snowball be 2 levels up on their opponent, as well as just having more gold from CS and kills. And it becomes very hard to fight them because that level advantage is adding so much to their lead. If you're like, he's only got 2 kills and like 20 CS over me, but if he's 2 levels up on you, it's a lot.
Ornn going to drop the Rift Herald here in the mid lane. Drodvir is top, but he has both his teleport and Stand United, so we might be seeing a fight break out here, especially since Sworn and Baby Carrot are not around. If we get an initiation by Cyrene or by Chex Mixon.
Really good vision in the bot side of... Drodvir looks for some aggression onto Sworn there, but doesn't quite find it. Yeah, really good vision on the side of Propulsion. Into that bot side jungle. They have total vision over this Olaf, and that lets them play a lot more aggressively in the mid lane because they can see when it is he is deciding to, sprint in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially, I mean, look at that. There's 4 wards right there around all those entrances, so he's not going to be coming out of that jungle without Propulsion knowing.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're looking to start to pressure mid lane like this, it's definitely important to be able to see when the jungler might stray too far away from mid lane for you to, take your opportunity.
Yeah. So yeah, Boar Riderman on this Kai'Sa still does not have that second item quite yet, still sitting on a pickaxe and dagger. So, Sworn might be a little bit caught here. Cyrene going in, that's going to be Mehuli coming in. Ragnarok is burned and flashed away from. Sworn is now down. SP Pillars and Warge Knight are standing in the middle of Propulsion. The Call of the Forge God comes out. Is he going to get it off? Yes, he is. He gets a double knockup. The heal saves Cyrene. He's got just a little bit of health left as Boar Rider Man goes down. Mehuli chasing down Paladin, flashes forward, gets the kill. SP Pillars on the run now as Warge Knight is flashing. He moves in, and is it going to be another top laner 1v2?
So many shields.
Mehuli, Drodvir, Warge Knight, these three are the only ones left in the fight, but Warge Knight is so tanky. He takes down Drodvir. Now Mehuli has to get out of here. Cyrene coming back in. He's on about half health. Doesn't have that subjugate. Warge Knight might be able to burn him down, but Cyrene is going to back off. Ends up being a 2-for-2. 2-for-3.
2-for-3. I really thought that fight was going in Propulsion's favor at the beginning. It looked like they had a really good angle, but they just started taking so much AoE damage from Sworn.
Yeah,
kind of before Sworn went down.
Yeah,
and on top of that, plus Worgenite being just sort of unkillable, that fight actually didn't go too poorly for Power Flashes compared to how it looked at the start.
Yeah, not being able to stop the Ornn from getting his Call of the Forge God off, knocking up those two members, that ended up doing so much for Power Flash's team fight. And yeah, I mean they're still in this.
Yeah.
They have closed the gold lead by a little bit.
I mean, yeah, they took a fight that was looking pretty rough at the start and actually turned it into just a 2-for-3. So
yeah, they came out one kill behind, which is kind of what you're looking for. You've got this Orianna who can make or break these late game fights, and you know, as long as you get to that point and you can catch that Kai'Sa.
Man, the Spirit Refuge is hard to see with that skin.
What was that?
Since Spirit's Refuge is hard to see with that skin. I don't know if it's different in game, but there's in game, if you're playing Shin, there's a very hard circle. I can barely tell when he's using it right now. I just see block.
I think it's in game. It's just got the circle.
Okay.
So
in spectator mode, that's what it is.
Yeah, in spectator mode, they don't have the indicators.
A lot of AoE damage coming out from actually Paladin there with the boomerang and some of those ricochets.
Yeah, the boomerang blade. I mean Paladin's doing his job right now. Like Sivir isn't supposed to be
a lot of
carrying
autos.
these
These AD carries want to go after each other. They're both at half health after that trade.
Yeah, they're both at half health. Paladin is a little bit healthier, but Boar Rider Man does have that Guinsoo's completed.
He's probably healing from the Knight's Vow. So.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
So now they are just set up in this mid lane.
We've got some ARAM.
Propulsion wants to take the turret. Power Flashes wants to take the turret, and neither of them wants the other side to get the turret.
I mean, sitting in these moments when your team is behind benefits the team that... Sorry. These moments benefit the team that is behind. That's what I meant
allowing
to say.
it to stall out, let
because,
the game go longer.
because like if you have an advantage, it's not an advantage unless you press it. If you just sit there... Oh, there we go.
Oh, but that's the taunt going in onto Paladin, forcing him to flash away. Drodvir now going to walk out, but that's SP Pillars with the Solar Flare. Gets the check. Nice! Oh, that's a three-man Shockwave, followed by the Call of the Forge God. Warge Knight going to take down Mehuli. Boar Rider Man here, but too little too late as Power Flashes take the 2-0 team fight.
What a good use of their ultimates there. And Olaf still hasn't even popped his. They just had such a good shockwave tight and just chained that right into the Ornn Horn.
Yeah,
right into Leona.
Even have the chance to flash out there.
Wow. All right, so that's going to be 2 kills for nothing, as well as a turret and a dragon. Unfortunately, it is an Ocean Dragon, not as great against a team like this one that they're against that doesn't have very much poke. But if they do, if these two teams do continue to play the ARAM style, Ocean Dragon's actually not so bad.
Really good for that, yeah.
Because we saw them making those little trades. Now, with that Ocean Drake, they will recover a little bit faster than Propulsion.
Yeah, and especially
if they keep doing that kind of playstyle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I think this, I think this is still, you know, the game's even right now. Obviously, gold is within 100. So
yeah. 1 tower advantage, 1 dragon advantage, and a few kills.
Yeah.
Turrets even, gold even. Sorry, not turrets even. Gold even.
Gold even. Yeah. Turrets are 1.
Yes, there's an advantage there.
But so yeah, with this game being so close now, I think either way, it's like, well, if Power Flash's guts behind, they've got really good wave clear from the Sivir, and I think that's a really good draft strategy there. You know, you pick your Sivir so that you can play from behind and wait for that great moment, exactly like we just saw. You know, chaining these ultimates.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, given the way that they played that last team fight. If Propulsion sets them up for something like that to happen again, Jinx and Sivir are like the best AD carries for those moments.
Yeah,
so
just
much
being able to tear through with
AOE,
all of the damage.
So, and like you were saying, Sivir is also just a really good utility carry because she's got good wave clear and an ult that benefits her team. I mean, technically it benefits her team more than her because it's 4 people getting speed versus just her getting one.
And
so like,
and you don't need all of that. You don't need the hyper carry capacity of an ADC like Kai'Sa because you have yeah, the rapid fire cannon plus the Storm Razor is going to mean some big crits for Paladin if he gets to just free auto attack on people.
That's Sivir. She just shreds through that minion wave with a couple autos and a boomerang blade, and then walks away. And I mean, as long as the spell shield's on point and Sivir's team is around her to make sure that she's okay when she steps up for that, Drawbeer might be a little bit of trouble here. Burning that dash already, it has a substantial cooldown, and it's
Baby
only
Carrot
form of
going
ability.
to slow him a little bit. Now they're taking the 1v1, autoing each other, but Boar Rider Man very low on the hunt, forces the flash away from Boar Rider Man, and checks Mixon, goes down, but now Sworn might be caught here as Siren gets onto him, flashes on, that's going to be the shockwave. Oh, Sworn, the ultimate is ticking, the subjugate might get him down. That is the call of the Forge God. Siren knocked up, he's going to go down, overstepping his bounds, and now Mayhuli might be caught. Baby Carrot not going to get the slow off, but Drawdveer is here peeling for his mid laner. Now Mayhuli
stun. SP Pillars once Mayhuli.
Not going to knock up Mayhuli. That's the Stand United coming in. Baby Carrot going to go down. Double kill for the snake. Mayhuli on the run. Warge Knight chasing him down. That's going to be the Seraph's Embrace shield coming out. But Warge Knight still chasing him down. It's Paladin going down to Boar Rider Man now. Mayhuli's still on the run. Flash forward and clap again. Warg Knight.
Wow, Warg Knight, like impossibly tanky.
He might be in trouble, though. Boar Rider Man does do a lot of damage, but he gets the knockup. He's got him to half health already. The Spirit's Refuge comes out, but he is going to go... No! What? Boar Rider Man goes down to Warge Knight, and now Warge Knight is healing up. He's still alive. Drawdveer can't...
He gets the shield again, and Drawdveer
is here now. He gets to dash away. Drawdveer is going to live, but now Sworn is going to do so much damage to Chex Mix, and doesn't aggro the Baron, forces the flash, and Warge Knight lived!
Oh my god. I was like, never mind, they're gonna get... And then the pop comes out, the grass plus that damage.
Oh yeah,
what Boar
Rider Man's gonna get him, and then just whap!
Yeah, the shield plus the healing from grasp was not, it's decent, but it's not anything crazy, but it was enough.
Yeah, it was enough to take out the ADC.
And they're going for Baron!
Now,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they've started Baron. Power Flash is fearless here, and Propulsion doesn't have vision on it. They can't see how far the Baron is done.
Siren does see that it's happening. It's not even to half, though, but his team is nowhere really close enough
to help. He might be in trouble
as
he jumps in. He's going to be knocked up, taken down, and now Mayhuli slowed on the back end. The Call of the Forge God comes out, knocks up the snake. The flash forward by Baby Carrot is going to cost him his life, but now Mayhuli, Boar Rider Man takes down SP Pillars, and Power Flashes are on the run. Boar Rider Man uses the Killer Instinct, gets in, but he's going to have to use the heal in order to live. Ornn going down. He's actually going to die this time, and Paladin is the only member left of Power Flashes. Drawdveer might dive. It misses the Shadow Dash. But
Paladin might be able to pick up a kill here. Not quite. No. He doesn't want to go any farther.
Doesn't want to overstep his bounds onto Boar Rider Man.
Are they going for Baron? It looks like they are. They don't have anybody here to tank it. I mean, that's kind of okay-ish with the way Baron is now. Baron just got to half health. Boar Rider Man is low. Wow, Paladin cleans up Chex Mix. Drawdveer's here now.
Drawdveer is on him.
Onto Sivir, but Sivir kills him. Because guess what Taunt does? It forces them to auto-attack you.
Yeah,
he didn't have Spirit's Refuge, or at least didn't use it, and so those auto-attacks finish him off. Now, the remaining members have to back away because they can't take this Baron anymore.
So Paladin actually manages to pick up 2 kills in there, turning it into a 4v2, or a 4-4-2.
So the mistake there was they let Mayhuli pop off all over their team while focusing the Trundle.
Yeah.
Who is like, I mean, not to be entirely ignored, but if you're going
to
try and
be ignored compared to
compared to Mayhuli.
Yeah,
like don't just be like, I'll just let him auto me. Try to kite him to some degree. Maybe leave one Leona or something on peel duty.
Yeah.
But like the rest of your team could just chase down the snake.
So, and after all of that, because of how wild and spread out that was, it's 500 gold in favor of Propulsion.
Energy.
Yeah,
there was no energy for Refuge. The dash costs a substantial amount. So does Q. Couldn't use it.
Going to be the third and final Cloud Drake going over to Propulsion. And it's the last Elemental Drake, but Borriderman goes in on Sworn. He's going to be knocked up, and now Paladin's here. Borriderman loses his life, but Sworn goes down to the red buff. Baby Carrot
just
going to be screwed.
Stalling as long as you can as the Orianna there with the ultimate and calling for help from your team is just about all you can do, and they at least turned that into a 1v1.
Yeah. But I think it is much more important that Borriderman is down than it is that Sworn is down. You know, the Orianna is very important in setting up that combo, but Kai'Sa is kind of, you know, 50% of the team's damage.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, if a fight can be won or lost, nice route, but are they going to pursue this for a kill? No. A fight can be won or lost on whether Borriderman gets to stack that Guinsoo's before the fight starts.
Yeah, if you get to farm minions and then just jump in with all 6 stacks already, that's great for a Kai'Sa, because you are hitting your plasma in 3 auto attacks instead of 5.
Yeah. It is absolutely night and day once you have those Guinsoo stacks, and taking several auto attacks to stack them in a team fight
that wastes a lot of time. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a lot of time. You're like, it's only X amount of auto attacks. But it actually that's a lot of time, especially when you have full Guinsoo's. One auto attack can be like a third of the health of a squishy, and when you're fully stacked. So like being able to stack that before a fight starts, and it's something that you have to consider as power flashes, to the same degree that you would almost consider something like Narbar. You know, you're like, well, he might be mega soon, so maybe let's not fight yet.
Yeah.
And then the Gnar, you know, trying to keep it in that sweet spot. Sivir, same way. Or not Sivir, sorry, Kai'Sa, same way. Like, trying to keep that Guinsoo's going before a fight if possible, whether a jungle camp or a minion. Or maybe just a tank who keeps stepping too close.
Yeah. So now Borriderman is on those 3 items, Guinsoo's, Stormrazor, and Runans. So this is going to be where he is really hitting his stride, and now Paladin might be caught.
No.
That's going to be the flash forward. The Solar Flare comes up but doesn't find anyone, and now Wargiant might be in trouble. He uses the dash away, but Borriderman is jumping under the turret, going to take him down with the Killer Instinct, not going to get the Ornhorn off. Now Cyrene tanking, but he's tanky enough that it doesn't really matter. Borriderman, again, doing so much work here. Look at how easy it is for him to tear down these tanks with that plasma.
Yeah, and Paladin doing the wave clear thing, but we mentioned it earlier. Good wave clear, but has to be close. Needs the team at her back, like Sivir does. Needs the team at her back to be able to do something like that, and 2 members weren't there.
Yeah.
It was a 4v3. Sivir steps up to clear the wave and ends up dying for it.
And now that is going to be a free Baron for Propulsion. They're going to take this down, and their gold lead stretches to 3,000. So let's see how they use this Baron buff. Going to be onto 3 items for most of the... Wow.
They have 3 Cloud Drakes.
Yeah, 3 Cloud Drakes. They're moving really fast.
That's very, very good for the Trundle, for the Shin, for the Cass, and for the Kai'Sa. Morgana probably.
Morgana doesn't really...
As much as any other champion.
Yeah.
But those other 4 actually get more than your average champion would out of that. Trundle and Shin, obviously, just because kind of melee. But Kai'Sa and Cass, being no dash champions outside of Kai'Sa's thing, really do like that movement speed boost, especially when Kai'Sa goes for that invisibility briefly, and as she use supercharge, right? Is that what it's called? As she goes for the supercharge, can even cover so much distance.
Baby Carrot going to be forced to use the Ragnarok and the Flash to get over the pillar.
Yeah. Cyrene even capitalizing on this speed further, going with Deadmans.
Yeah.
Morgana doing what he can to try and keep these Baron buff minions at bay, but
this is a tank versus Baron minions.
Yeah. Looks like they are going for Shin. SP Pillars is here. Goes for aggression, doesn't land it, but now there's a 4v2 in the bot lane.
Trouble here.
4v3.
Paladin here with the wave clear, going to get some damage off. A lot on the checks.
Still so much wave clear.
Yeah. But still, they did get a significant chunk of damage off on that turret. They only need 1 or 2 more. They only need 1 or 2 more minion waves with a concerted push like that. Oh, but Borriderman is going to go down to Sworn. And now this is the engage. 2 members stunned, but they have Solar Flare, and Leona, if he can get in range, that's going to be Chex Mix and forced to flash away by Sworn's engage. The Solar Flare catches Mayhuli. The snake goes down. Drodvir moves in. Sworn is taken very low, but Drodvir has to flash over the wall or lose his life. That was the stand united from Drodvir used, so now Warge Knight is just walking down to the mid lane to catch that minion wave as Power Flashes pick up a 2-0.
Wow, so like they disengage as fast as they can, but they are able to get her, pick up the Snake Lady. They land that Leona stun. Good switching of focus on the Leona's part, landing that ult. And they're able to pick that up, and that's just huge.
Oh, but now Pillars might be in trouble here. Nope. Siren
so
just
Paladin
wanted the blue buff.
does so much damage. They were standing in the minion wave, meaning that the ricochet damage was
just
hitting a lot of them.
all over
and
the place,
so from the boomerang blade and the ricochets landing onto Boar Man, he dropped to about half. A quick QE or QW from Orianna dropped Boar Man to basically no HP just from one of those two abilities plus the boomerang blade and ricochet, and then just throws down the ult to pick up the kill. And wow, just right in the middle of the minion wave with all that AoE.
Yeah, that does a lot when you're not paying attention to it. It's not something that you generally pay attention to where the positioning of the minions is during a team fight. But
go for the Elder Drake. They will be so fast.
Yeah, Propulsion. It doesn't look like Power Flashes is quite fast enough. They're going to get the Elder Drake.
Red big team four-man stun.
And now Drodvir is in the backline. Warge Knight didn't have any follow-up. He's going to go down, and the Elder Drake is coming in. These guys do so much damage here with this Elder Drake buff here for Propulsion. Siren going to go in onto Sworn. Sworn is in trouble, and Boar Man is in the backline, destroying everyone. That's going to be a double kill. No, not a triple because Drodvir took it, but that is a clean ace. Nothing that...
that's probably the game.
This is
40-second death timers.
The game.
Looks like the Baron buff has run out, but they have Elder Drake and a minion wave is right here. They're all 5 up. That's going to be GG.
Yeah. Siren tanking as they take down this top Nexus turret. The bottom one going down in short order, and now Propulsion is going to move up into the series 1-0. It's going to be match point here for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so we'll be back in just like... I think we actually covered the end of the game pretty well leading up to that. And the fact that they just sort of won off of a big team fight, just off the good engage and the fact that there were no cooldowns remaining after that failed engage around Elder Dragon, made that last team fight possible.
Yeah. So we will be back in just a few minutes, and we're going to see how the rest of the series shakes out. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We just saw Propulsion take the lead in the series, 1-0. So this coming into game 2, they could go. They could just make it 2-0 easily,
match points,
or
yes.
Power Flashes is going to push this to a 3-game series. So, I mean, there's not much to say about that last game.
Yeah, let's go into this, and we can talk a little bit about the bans that were in that were for this game. So this go around, we had. You good? Yeah. This go around, we had Power Flashes ban away Garen, Yasuo, Trundle, Cassiopeia, and Morgana. So obviously Trundle, Morgana, and Cass, all 3 bans from last round. They didn't want to deal with those again. And then the Garen and the Yasuo, just because those are some staple picks of Propulsion. And then Propulsion, they do ban away the Leona and the Ornn. Yeah, didn't want to deal with those again, and I can understand not wanting to deal with that Ornn. And I can also understand not wanting to deal with the Leona as the bot lane. She was very aggressive and burned a lot of sums and put them in threat.
Yeah, she put them behind
early
pretty quick.
Pretty good aggression. So I can see those bans. The other bans were Darius, Varus, and Braum, which again, just some staple picks of these players, the things that they like to play. So there were a few like reactive bans there. Okay, so going into this game.
Yeah, so going into this game.
Over on the blue side, once again, we've got Power Flashes, Morganite, Scion this time, Ornn's banned, Baby Carrot on Udyr, Sworn on Lissandra, Paladin, and SP Pillars on Kai'Sa and Janna, because Leona banned.
Yep. Meanwhile, on the red side, again, which means Power Flashes opted for Propulsion opted for red side the first time, and then in the second game Power Flashes opted for side. So just puts them at the same.
I mean, I love that they changed up the way the ban phase worked, because it honestly made there be some advantages to being red side during pick ban, whereas before you basically would always choose blue side. Nice stun.
Yeah, if you want to be able to, if there's like 3 power picks that you know are going to be contested, you can force blue side to ban them because, or if there's 3 power picks that get let through, you give 1 up, but you get 2 in return.
Yeah, so, and I think there's also the element of like maybe blue side still has the advantage at the start of champ select, but with the changes, red definitely has the advantage in the back end because they get the counter pick at the end as well as the first pick out of the second round of bans, which is, like probably roughly equivalent to the same advantages that, wow, a lot of trading going on here from everybody. Boar Rider Man getting kind of low.
Yeah, Boar Rider Man does, he did not get to pop that, Boar Rider Man did not get to pop that Ezreal W. Of course, this is new and improved, shiny new Ezreal, so that is the damage amp spell rather than his Essence Flux. Meanwhile, Drodvir is on a Fiora. He plays a lot of tanks, but to see him on a carry like Fiora, it's interesting because also this kind of leaves the team pretty squishy this game.
Very. Olaf
is the only
now
thing
getting picked by Propulsion this go around. Oh wow,
oh,
3-man getting on a
3-man.
Nice stun. Red buff comes out. Flashes towards. Waste the flash.
Yeah,
sorry.
Waste of the flash. Warge Knight going to pick up the kill at some point.
Well, nope. He made it look like a turn, but not enough items and low enough cooldowns for a turn like that yet. Fiora can do that kind of thing later, but not yet.
Yeah, not at level 2.
No.
Not at level 3, whatever.
Yeah, probably, I mean, should have probably just saved Flash there.
Yeah, just die.
Just might as well save it.
At least he didn't give Sworn the assist, so, he's not splashing any of that gold into the other lanes.
Orianna looking for Larome. Gets a good amount of poke down to SP pillars there.
Paladin taking a little bit of damage there. So Paladin is on the Kai'Sa this game. So that is 3 picks that swapped sides. The Kai'Sa, Olaf, and the Orianna.
And I mean, part of that's probably like, all right, we banned what we could. Maybe we should pick away.
Take it away from them?
But I think there's also kind of an element of that Olaf pick seemed like it was working for them, but I can play Olaf too.
Yeah.
So maybe I should pick Olaf. And that's just an example, because there's obviously several instances of that in just this game alone.
And of course, Orianna's always good, so it's not like,
I mean, Olaf's good. Orianna's good.
Whoa!
Pillars is good. Oh, wow!
What?
Dies to it. It was a minion auto.
Okay.
Chasing. Because SP Pillars did throw out an auto, draws minion aggro, and then the casters throw out their, slow AF autos that slowly follow.
Baby Carrot on the backside, forced to just run away because they can't do anything. Now, Drodvir might be in a little bit of trouble. Big minion wave and Warge Knight on full health. He is very low now, so doesn't have any more refillable charges after this. So Warge Knight is definitely in a good position again in this lane.
Paladin needs to be really careful here. Nami buffing the Ezreal and landing a Q is a lot of damage, even just a straight ebb and flow. Warge Knight trying to zone Drodvir away from some of the CS there. Definitely has a big health advantage right now, so can do that without too much trouble. Ooh, Paladin, stop it! It's scaring me. It's making me anxious.
Yep, Ezreal, we haven't seen him that much from in OKLCS, but now Baby Carrot being aggressive. That's going to be the Ignite. Forces the flash away by Siren. Baby Carrot is very low, and War Rider Man is low on mana, so he's not going to be able to pursue.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not an expert on where Nami sits in terms of like builds these days, but in the past, I mean, giving people the auto attack enhancer has been a viable first thing to max because of the ultimate comes out. Sworn has to ult himself.
Yeah, Frozen Tomb on himself, but the Nullifying Orb.
No more mana.
Yeah, Nullifying Orb going to keep him out of that red zone.
What a good rune when you use it right. I always
a lot of the time
forget it's on, and I pick it in an AD matchup and be sad. Drodvir,
you better watch out.
He's lucky this isn't the Emax Arcane Comet Scion of yesteryear.
Yeah.
That was the most toxic thing to play against.
But Warden Knight going to get the entire wave to crash here. He's already 15 CS up. That's going to only get bigger as he denies all of this under the tower, and he's going to get tower damage. So
Siren being a nice jungler, handing over this blue buff, and despite handing over that blue buff, ahead in CS over BabyCaret. So good farming.
yeah, BabyCaret did have that one failed gank toward the bottom side that did put him behind a little bit. Siren, on the other hand, has been mostly power farming, except for that little skirmish that they had down there by the blue side tri-brush.
Right, all the bot laners are here, full health once again, but let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah. Riderman has his Sheen tier, so he will have some damage as well as... Oh, Sworn moves in, forces Mehuli to flash. The respect flash there, but now Siren, Mehuli, BabyCaret, it's 2v1, so the Udyr flashes.
So, I mean, I understand that BabyCaret can 1v1 Siren right now, or at least I think he can.
Yeah.
But you have to notice that your Lyssandra's not super close, and the Orianna is.
Yeah.
And you can't
not
take that
cooldowns
fight.
there,
I mean,
too.
yeah, so
just...
I think that was a flash that didn't need to get burned. Just a little bit more communication there could
yeah. Or I mean, even
help
just been a
smoothly
little
head
more
over.
respectful of
Yeah.
the map.
Here comes
but that's the
Sion ult.
ultimate
Gotta
from
land on
Sion.
the Chex Mix.
On
It's so
Chex
much
Mix.
damage.
Chex Mix is gonna go down towards Knight. Great gank there by the big zombie man. And now poor Riderman going to take some damage as Paladin throws some auto attacks, gets some plasma off on him.
Really good. Wow. And also, so much damage.
Yeah.
I'm talking about onto the Nami. Just,
yeah.
wow.
But that's
Poor
the killer
Riderman might
instinct.
get...
Poor Riderman going to have to flash away, and Paladin follows
flash
with the
and
flash.
heal is enough to get him out of there.
Boar is alive, and that is the reason that you picked that Ezreal. That's just such a safe pick.
Yeah, you can, when your cooldowns are up, you have the double blink and
Yeah.
the heal. Getting pulled in. Sworn
Sworn
does have his
getting-
ultimate.
Oh,
He's using it on the
ult.
opponent this
Mehuli.
time. Doesn't care about that heal, but is that going to cost him his life? It is not.
Yeah, Aftershock going to give him a fair amount of resistances, but not at the right time. Mehuli was, like he stunned him, and then the Aftershock started, and it was like, oh, well, and he's stunned. I can't mitigate any damage. So,
I know. I'm just the sides are kind of calming down here.
So
a little bit of trading. Wow,
Mehuli
man,
does have.
Is he maxing Q? It seems like it's doing a ton of damage, but
Yeah, he's
can't
maxing
tell.
Q.
Okay, he is.
That's going to be the slow onto Drodvir. The Grand Challenge comes out. He
Hug
is
that
pressing
wall.
himself against the wall. He's doing a pretty
Hug
good
your
job.
wall.
He can't quite, but he's, oh, what? What? And now BabyCaret is in here, but the Ragnarok has popped. BabyCaret has to go on the run, and Siren is going to elect not to dive the tower. Forge Knight back into his comfort zone, farming, out-farming Drodvir here in the top lane. A Paladin
The
being
dive
pressured.
almost cost them a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's BabyCaret almost went down, which would have been very bad. There's Siren, that Olaf with Hill. That's scary. Now Drodvir using Teleport to get back to lane.
Ooh. Sworn still getting bullied by Mehuli's Orianna pretty hard.
Yeah.
Not dead yet, though, but does not have the ultimate up. What is that? What am I...
I think it's a spectator bug.
Okay.
A little,
God,
yeah.
Spectator's so bugged. I mean, I wish they didn't
so
turn off Spectate, though. I mean, I know it's bugged right now, but still, come on.
I
Come on.
kind of liked having got ult. I liked it. I didn't even mind the Evelyn stealth things.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it
was
makes you
fine.
feel a little bit more engaged.
In there, yeah.
It makes you feel like
But
you're part of the
Drodvir,
action.
doing a lot of damage, but taking a lot more. He misses the unstoppable onslaught, but he's still going to get some damage off. Drodvir just dipping, ducking, dashing, diving, dodging. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
Dodge. Yes, it starts with dodge and
dip,
ends with
dive,
dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two dodges.
Two dodges.
Dodging is very important.
Dodge, it's in the name.
So now Boar Riderman being aggressed on BabyCaret's here. Chex Mix and flashes away.
going
Boar
for
Riderman
Nami.
actually goes in. The focus is Chex Mix, and she is going to go down fairly quickly. Mehuli is here to support his ADC, though. Boar Riderman going to get out clean.
All they wanted was the Nami. They just leave after that.
I mean, get the...
We just want the fish. And then Boar Rider Man's Ezreal just walks the other direction and leaves, and they're like, we just want the fish.
She's a fish, but somehow she's less slippery than the dude.
God. I love it, though.
Ezreal's a slippery boy.
Oh, man.
Mayhuli,
oh, going aggressive, maybe?
Yeah,
yes.
Getting aggressed on by Sworn. The ultimate comes out.
Mayhuli has no mana.
But Mayhuli has no mana. The Ignite comes out.
Mayhuli doesn't have Flash.
What happens to the gank? Ward's Knight is now being ganked by Cyrene and Drodvir, going to get some damage, but not the knockup. The Grand Challenge comes out. Drodvir's under turret, and Cyrene as well.
Knight's ready to fight!
Drodvir is in trouble. He goes down in the
And Morganite's on the chase.
Dive.
Is he going to have the minion? He doesn't have the cooldown for it.
And Baby Carrot, meanwhile, can't quite get Mayhuli.
Unfortunately, parry does not negate turret damage. Or riposte, sorry.
Yeah, riposte doesn't break turret damage, so Drodvir is going to go down. It feels like there's been so much action, but there's only been 5 kills.
There's a lot of action, but everybody in this game has done a good job of escaping. And honestly, I mean, I think that's a good thing that Power Flashes did on that gank bot lane is they didn't chase, two. What's the phrase there? Something chasing 2 things catches no something. Oh my God, what's that phrase? God, it's a saying. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. But they did focus down one person rather than trying to get both, and trying to get both distract them from getting neither at the end of the day. So I think that's honestly like a safe bet. I mean, just go get the Nami, and then if you can, go get someone else after. And if not, you got a kill for very little negative side effects.
Very little effort. I don't think they didn't blow any cooldowns except for
Mayhuli's on a ward here and might get aggressed on. Baby Carrot's going in. There is the ult available for Kai'Sa.
Flash Bear Slap.
Nope. Oh, that's down.
The shockwave going down. Mayhuli gets a little anxious, overeager, and hits the shockwave. But now this could be a 3v2 here. Tidal Wave going to peel Baby Carrot away. Now Sworn might be in trouble. Mayhuli is on the other side of the wall. Doesn't have the ultimate. That's going to be the Frozen Tomb used on the Lissandra. Going to get him healed up. Now Baby Carrot trying to chase down. Flash Bear Slap is going to get Cyrene. Sworn going to get some damage. Baby Carrot takes him down. And he's still alive. Pillars is low. Oh, Boar Rider Man gets him. A 1-for-1. Both junglers going down in this trade here. But a lot of ults were burned. The True Shot Barrage, the Tidal Wave, the Grand Challenge on the other side of the map, and Cyrene's Ragnarok as well. So all of the ults are down for Propulsion. Meanwhile, Power Flashes, they still have Pillars and Ward's Knight's ults. And Baby Carrots, but that's not a real ult.
Oh.
Ooh, Mayhuli gets Sworn very low, and now Drodvir's out of mana.
So I don't think I know enough, and I haven't really paid attention to this before, but like seeing Morganite play Ornn and then Sion this game, I mean, they're both basically just like the bully tanks. Yeah. And he's done a fairly good job on it. I think he really has a good grasp of like...
I mean, he understands these matchups really well.
Yeah, I think he understands. I think he's got a good grasp of these champions and the way that they play. They're like very tanky, out-trade you regularly and then go for these big fights like this.
Is here.
What?
He doesn't even
Baby Carrot just doesn't even... He's like, Morganite's like, oh, like I'm low, but I got this.
I'm low. Oh, you're coming to gank me? I'll just do your job for you. Junglers, who needs them, right?
The saddest thing is I think like maybe had Baby Carrot... Baby Carrot hesitated there. If Drodvir had... I don't know if he had the mana or cooldown, but he had queued to the opposite side of Morganite at that same moment the shield popped, but he lived. He could have killed Morganite.
Could have killed him.
He still would have died, but he could have gotten over.
Cyrene's here. The Ragnarok's down, and now Baby Carrot and Cyrene taking on each other.
Hitting?
But Baby Carrot... Oh!
They both die.
So, Baby Carrot wins the 1v1, but Mayhuli shows up to take the kill. And
I mean,
even that up again.
I really just think Baby Carrot's going to win all those because the way Udyr's kit works, he just has so much 1v1 potential.
You're just so good at 1v1s.
And I mean,
the stun, the single target
and
damage,
Olaf's not even like
steal.
exceptionally ahead, so I think that's going to go most times to the Udyr. So he took the fight because Mayhuli was on the way. Just died quicker than I think he thought he was going to. Paladin, oh my goodness,
very
so
low.
Gonna get away, but barely.
Yeah, Boar Rider Man does not have the True Shot Barrage.
things calmed down again a little bit.
Yeah, it's
man, if this
just
it's
big
we
explosions.
were talking
of
about
energy
just a minute
by...
ago about how much action there's been, but actually how few kills and objectives there have been per that action. Warganite's here to prevent the tower from going down.
Not going to get the knock up on the checks mission, but Boar gets pillars. Now Drodvir, the grand challenge does pop on Baby Carrot. Wargnite going to get the ultimate, doesn't quite hit checks. Oh, she's on the run, and he takes her down. The heal from Boar.
He's not done. He goes for Boar Rider Man.
Boar Rider Man, and Boar Rider Man is on the run. He actually jumps right back into Wargnite, confuses
but it works.
him, and now Drodvir takes down Baby Carrot in the top lane, but Cyrene is running down this this Scion, and he chases him down, but he's gonna get slowed.
I don't think Paladin has used ult yet this game.
I don't think he has. Yeah.
Okay. Mehuli and Sworn both pretty low here in the mid lane, but the Mehuli has ultimate available.
Yeah.
Sworn, meanwhile, does not. There was a spectator bug for a long time where if somebody used ult but it wasn't on screen, maybe, I think.
Yeah.
That it wouldn't show you that it's a cooldown. That was a nightmare as a caster.
That was at the very beginning of the split.
No.
And it was like, oh my god.
That was annoying.
No one is like, wait, that says that he has ult. The entire team fight just went by. Why didn't? Oh, Chex Mix taking a lot of damage there.
Glad that works at least.
Yeah.
I wish that they turned Spectate back on. I really hope that it comes back on before the rest of quarterfinals for gold. Well, the last quarterfinals match for gold, as well as the quarterfinal matches for diamond. Because, I mean, it's just.
I want a live cast.
I know live casting. It's
so
fun. I mean,
better.
it's not some. Oh wait, it's a lot of damage on the SP pillars
but
Chex goes down as well.
Pillars is down. Baby Carrot is here on Boar Rider Man. That's going to be the killer instinct coming in, and that is
the teleports
the fight going over to Paladin.
The AD carries just immediately murdered the opposite team support
and then,
turned on
Boar
each
Rider
other.
Man just couldn't make it through
my goodness.
Paladin Stormrazor.
But yeah, I mean, like during the regular season, it's just not very realistic to like do everybody live all the time, given having to try to schedule their matches with shoutcasters. But for quarterfinals, once that number of matches goes down a bit and like the stakes are a little bit higher, shoutcasters can actually make themselves available for just a few matches, and it's so fun to be able to get those opportunities to do not just matches live, but quarterfinal matches live. The stakes are higher. It's fun. Oh, Warganite in trouble here.
But he's so
chased out, but he's got
ult away. It's the wall.
They're still going for this Herald, though. 5,000 HP. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to stop that.
Yep. Meanwhile, Power Flash is taking this dragon. That's going to be the first dragon of the game. It's an Ocean Drake.
All right, so they do lose out on that Herald, but they are going to pick up an Ocean Drake in exchange. Gold lead pretty much even. One tower up, one dragon up on the side of Power Flashes, so ahead in objectives. And then those 3 kills plus a little bit of CSD disadvantage is why the gold lead is still still even.
Yeah, we're at 20 minutes and it's a 200-300 gold lead either way. So
I mean, a lot of this is because Cyrene has been farming so well.
Yeah, Cyrene's been farming great as well as it's just Cyrene's been farming great, so that basically mitigates the kill lead that Power Flash has, and the tower lead. Yeah, it's like between Cyrene being 30 CS up, Boar being about 20 CS up. They even up the turrets now, so they're 800 gold, and now Boar Rider Man going to go down. So we're back to 300 gold. Yeah, we're back to 300 gold in this time. It's
Warganite is so scary.
Ooh,
wow,
that's going to be the ult killer instinct in Mehuli Sombreros, but doesn't catch Paladin. And Paladin forced to back off or lose his life to the turret.
They're still getting pretty aggressive over here. That was a pretty neat... I do forget sometimes that Teammate CC does apply a stack of the whole plasma thing.
It just doesn't pop the plasma.
Yeah, it won't pop it, but the fact that it does apply it, I forget about that sometimes. I see Kai'Sa's usually apply their own stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Swarm
might be in trouble. Doesn't have his ultimate. No, he's going to get out.
He's okay.
Aftershock.
Substantial CC.
Doing...
So, like, for instance, I'd say that this team comp... I'd say that last game I talked about how I thought Olaf was a good pick into that team comp. I mean, they lost, but I still think it was a good pick into that team comp. This game, I don't think Olaf is a good pick into this team comp because it doesn't matter if you ult, Udyr will murder you. Lissandra has a built-in Zhonya's. Kai'Sa, also a ton of single target damage. Janna can't peel you, of course, but still has shield and substantial movement speed. And Sion's also tanky and doesn't really care either. So, like, I would say that Olaf, compared to last game, there's a lot less merit to being an Olaf.
Yeah,
time around.
all of
there
those
is
big
some CC from Sworn.
Reasons why Olaf
oh,
is
that
good
misses! This is
Another
a good opportunity for a
shockwave
fight.
goes down from Mayhuli. Sworn's going to flash forward, going to get the hit onto Mayhuli. The true shot barrage comes out. Sworn is in Sonya's, but Pillars is going down. Siren manages to get it before he loses his life. Warge Knight is here, has used the ultimate. Paladin chasing down Boar Riderman. Boar Riderman might be in trouble. That's the Killer Instinct coming in. Takes the Arcane Shift over, going to force him to flash away. And
Ooh,
that is
that W could have been a kill.
Or a 1-for-1. Because Drodvir has been split pushing this entire fight.
He wants this tower. He doesn't care that Organite's fighting him. Good on Drodvir.
Yeah, good on Drodvir.
Oh, nice dash.
It's over the wall too.
Smooth. Yeah, I mean that definitely made sense for them to engage right in that moment. They see the Orianna ult go wide.
BabyCarrot going to stun Drodvir, forces his flash. He gets over the wall. But that's a flash. That's, yeah.
They do end up getting the flash. BabyCarrot, Organite, don't burn any summons there. I mean, I guess he might have smited. I didn't see, but
yeah, Smite's not a real summoner spell.
It's honestly, it's not. I mean, Smite is its own.
It's its own classification. Like summoner spells are long cooldown. Smite is not. Like even its long cooldown it's not long.
Yeah. It's not. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
All right, Rift Herald gets popped and it's running down the mid lane. They pick up a tower. Now Propulsion up 2 towers.
4 towers now to 2. BabyCarrot might be in trouble, but Shelly knocks him out of the way. Actually, that's a 3-man shockwave, and now Siren takes down the Kaisa. That's their teamfight damage right there. BabyCarrot on the run. Siren takes him down as well. He's in the base now. Warge Knight not going to get the knockup off. SP Pillars might be in trouble here. Siren doing damage to Warge Knight as his team pushes in that turret. The Olaf is doing damage, but he's not tanky enough, and Janna gets the kill with the tornado. Shield goes up on the turret, but they need a little bit more than just shields to keep them from pushing. Thankfully, between Warge Knight and Sworn, they manage to peel Propulsion off the turret, try to stop this bleeding. They just went from 300 gold either way to now about 2K.
Oh wow, the ultimate comes out and he's under tower. He pops those other, the Proto Belt, that's what it's called as well.
Riderman doesn't have any mana. He's not going to be able to get in there onto Sworn. Paladin going to force Mayhuli and Chex Mixon to walk away, but that's going to be the Scion coming out. Can't be disabled, but Mayhuli is knocked up now. That's going to be the Killer Instinct onto him, and he is going to go. He gets Plasma, but is he gonna be?
He doesn't have the Plasma pop yet. The slow goes down. Mayhuli's definitely getting caught.
And Mayhuli's gonna.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Goes into the bushes.
Come on.
Wait.
Mayhuli's on the run. Warge Knight is slowed. He's slowed again. Yeah. Okay. He gets the Soul Forge pop.
Paladin was maybe rightfully, but I don't think he needed to be that worried about it.
Yeah.
Worried about getting killed.
Shockwave or something.
Yeah, getting killed by Mayhuli there from the bush.
Mayhuli didn't have the shockwave. He had used it in that last fight where Paladin died. So
it's okay.
Excuse me. Yeah. So power flashes did end up stopping the bleeding.
Ooh, big CC.
That's gonna be catch onto Boar Riderman. He arcane shifts away, but Warge Knight is running him down. Going to get the slow off. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, the flash bear slap! He's gonna go down. Thank
the walk away, the tiger stance plus the red buff. Plus, I believe there was a challenge. No, there wasn't. He still has the cooldown, unless it was charged.
Just the fadeaway shot.
Yeah.
He knew that he was gonna take him down. Boar Riderman
red buff tiger stance challenging Smite has insane.
Yeah. Power flashes is going to take down this dragon. There's 2 dragons now.
Here comes a teleport from Drodvir. He cancels it.
Cancels it.
And there's a lot of missing things going down. I'm not sure.
Chex Mixon stole the something.
All right, Sworn is here to try and stop Drodvir. Wow, a lot of damage. And the ultimate came out as well. Really premature.
Grand challenge, very, very
premature.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit greedy.
I was trying to think of there's a word that I was thinking of, and it's not premature, but
Is it greedy?
No,
not greedy. Kind of thought.
It's a kind of like overzealous, but not a
optimistic.
None of these sound right, but sure, let's go with optimistic.
Okay.
Checks makes an aggro's Baron to hit Baby Carrot a couple times. Not preemptive either. I don't know.
I know, preemptive was the first one I said. I'm trying to help.
No, it's like ambitious.
There you go. Okay, ambitious.
Thank you, Hulk.
All right, we've got 4 members here. It looks like Fiora's going down to deal with Morganite in the bot lane. Honestly, I think that 1v1 could really go either way because I think Fiora should win the matchup, but Morganite's just done such a good job on this Scion in these fights that he might be able to win the fight despite the rough matchup, and also the fact that he's 6'1" too.
Yeah.
That's a lot big gold advantage. And possibly an experience advantage? Yeah, level up, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
even just 1 level up is substantial.
It's a couple hundred gold right there.
Yeah.
So,
base stats. Base stats are big.
yeah, base stats are important.
Morganite Baby Carrot look like they want to find an engage here, but they don't have a
Morganite
lot of their
ultimate,
team at their
but
back.
Baby Carrot is going very low to all of this poke. Might want a turtle stance
really
with his health back.
Power Flashes need to be careful here.
It doesn't get a knock-up on anything. Yeah, they're just going to rotate back. Power Flashes, they're trying to be aggressive here, but at the same time, you know, Propulsion does have a lot of peel for themselves.
All right, Fiora split pushing once again at the bot lane, just going to shove it up to the tower, gonna back off. Morganite gonna get to pick up even more XP. Drodvir, though, is now level 15 as well.
Yeah, Drodvir is level 15, but Morganite now has that 3rd level on ult, so that is, 16's a big one.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just 5v5. Your Siren is spotted. The ultimate comes out from Boar Rider, man. They're trying to get the minions off of that turret.
Sworn really looking for something. Has that proto belt for that extra oomph in terms of closing the gap.
Also has flash.
So much kiting coming out between Orianna and Nami and especially the Ezreal. They have so much kiting.
That's going to be the unstoppable onslaught coming out, but it doesn't catch anyone, and the team isn't following up. But they do get the tidal wave.
Kite. So much kiting. They're trying to get to this enemy team, but the Orianna is so fast and has so much kite.
Drodvir might be in trouble though. Going to have to flash away. Now Sworn is here. He's running down the Janna. That's going to be the Orianna ult onto him. He's unstoppable. He's in the backline, but he goes down. And now Drodvir is very low. That's going to be Chex Mixin going down. But Drodvir's still alive. Baby Carrot on the run from Drodvir. Sworn is here. Gets in there into the fight. Boar Rider Man takes him down. Now it's Warge Knight and Baby Carrot versus Drodvir. Baby Carrot goes down. Now it's Warge Knight versus Drodvir and Boar Rider Man. He's going to be on the run. They can't quite break through this Scion. He's just too tanky. Drodvir is low, and Paladin's going to take him down. He oversteps his bounds, and Warge Knight is about to go into zombie mode. He goes into zombie mode, but now Boar Rider Man is knocked up. Boar Rider Man does not have Arcane Shift or Flash. Warge Knight can't run him down, however. He gets a couple hits onto Mehuli, but Paladin doesn't have the cooldowns to follow. The Killer Instinct is down.
Man, I really think that Power Flashes should have won that fight. Yeah. And by that I mean, I definitely saw throughout that so many occasions that they could have turned that pretty in their favor, but it really seemed like they just weren't on the same page for that fight.
Yeah, they were splitting
There was
their
a lot
focus.
of like there was a lot of splitting their focus across targets and a lot of some people kind of wanting to back out of the fight and some people wanting to press it.
Yeah, at first when Siren went in,
it doesn't matter if it's the wrong call your team is making as long as you all make it together, because then if it's the wrong call, by doing it all together, you're at least minimizing the badness of it,
there's
I guess.
Like a 40% chance that it goes well if you do it all together.
Yes.
There's a 100% chance that it goes poorly if you guys are split.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for putting that into words better than I was.
Baby Carrot might be in
trouble.
No! Oh, he gets the auto attack off. The shield keeps him alive.
The Ezreal ult doesn't quite hit him, and he's gonna get away. Close call. He almost didn't make it out because he didn't hit the blast cone.
Siren instead of the blast cone for a second. But,
all right, looks like they're turning on to Baron.
Yep, Propulsion on the Baron. They've got Lissandra in the bot lane, but she has teleport. So now, with Warge Knight and the rest coming in, but Baby Carrot's not quite there yet. They're not going to be able to fight this even. But the Baron is resetting, so
we've got not quite a 5v5, although Sworn does have teleport, but needs to be here for the start. Those are crucial seconds.
Yeah, having the Lissandra ult to lock down.
Drodvir going to the backside.
Here in the backline. Paladin is going to have the grand challenge on him. He's on the run, has to use the killer instinct to get away. And now Drodvir very low. Siren moving in onto Pillars. Aggro's onto the Janna.
Gets
That's
the
Paladin
kill.
with the killing spree onto Drodvir as Pillars runs away. Warge Knight caught in the middle of 3 members as Paladin gets damage off, doesn't get hit by the shockwave. Ehuli dodges the.
Here comes Lissandra. It's been a 4v5 up until now.
Yeah, Lissandra is finally coming in. Did not use the teleport, but is here.
No, she did.
Oh, did use it? Oh, used the teleport on that control ward.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was like a 4v5. They were able to pick up 1 kill for nobody in the 4v5, turning into a 5v4 or 4v4. Sworn then teleports it as well. Nice knock up, and they're gonna chain it.
Going to be ulted now. He
out.
has to go on the run. He has the QSS. He had the QSS to stop it, but he's knocked up again. Sworn going to take him very low, and that's going to be the Kai'Sa with the kill. Now Siren jumps into the middle and dies. Paladin is still alive. Crucially, that's going to be a bunch of damage onto Mehuli. Warge Knight is chasing him down. Sworn going to get the slow. That's not the knockup, but it is the damage. Sworn goes down to Mehuli's shockwave. And that's the ultimate coming out. Warge Knight takes down the mid laner.
Wow, they fought for so long that we see Sion and Orianna come out twice.
Yeah.
From the start of all of that to the end. Like, literally. Like,
yeah,
wow. And so they are going to pick up the Dragon. They just picked up an Infernal Drake.
And
now they're at least going to get Vision here. They might get Baron, depending on what Drodvir and Chex Mixon have to say about it.
Yeah, Siren's still down for 20 seconds, so they're not going to have a smite here.
And so I think we're seeing a lot of what I mentioned earlier, where when the Olaf runs into the enemy team, we saw literally Lissandra Zanyas herself and the rest of all these high single target champions melt the Olaf.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I mentioned earlier, is why I don't think that Olaf is... It's not that it can't do some of the things that Olaf does, and it's not that it can't help, but it is less effective given that like every champion has to some degree their own power budget and niche, and his power budget leans a lot towards ignoring CC for a while. And if the other team really doesn't have much CC, your champion is relatively weaker.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you can't do things with it, you can't snowball, you can't do damage, you can't win the game. That's not to say that, but overall, your power level is just lower in this game because your niche applies less.
Yeah, I mean, this is like on a 2 or 3 tank team, Siren taking the Olaf would be great because those tanks are the ones.
Yeah, they want to peel and they can't. Yeah, but everyone on this team does pretty substantial damage.
Just does enough damage.
Yeah,
on their own.
and the Lissandra, who might not be able to do a lot of single target damage, to be honest, like given that she's kind of AOE CC based, can Zanya's herself twice, and so like, oh my goodness, and the Janna shield as well. She's not a support that relies on peel. She's got a pretty beefy shield she can throw down every 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
4 or 6.
Yeah, I think the shield's got an uptime. Like it's an
uptime. Not the uptime, the cooldown of it. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying the uptime is like 2 seconds. So
yeah, it's pretty high.
That's going to be the ultimate coming out from the Scion as he runs away, but now Paladin's on board, and he takes him down. The 1v1 coming out in the
Sworn trying to stall here. The ultimate's still there, though. Gets the root, gets the E, doesn't follow the E, and Drodvir's going to have to flash away because 1 more Q is all it's going to take. So Sworn now looking for the kill. Sworn flashed there, but doesn't pick up the kill. He and Drodvir dancing down there, trying to see if either of them are going to step too close. They're both very low.
Oh, that's going to be the stun onto him, and a Drodvir going to take down Sworn. Finally, the healing from the Ravenous Hydra.
And then at that point, it just comes down to mind game. There's no reflexes when it comes to Lissandra's instant cast W. Yeah, so, I mean, it was a mind game, and Drodvir played it well. And because of that, he's actually not going to go for a turret. She's going to back and head just right back to the base to try and help defend, because they lost Boar Rider, who's respawning now. And now they need to be careful because this is a 5v4, but it's
they've got
huge,
2 inhibitors, and that's all they need. They'll leave with it. Using the Baron buff to get back to base, buy some final items, and I mean look to just press this lead. They've got 2 turrets still up in the bottom lane, and with no other objectives on the map, that is their goal right now. Propulsion doing what they can, but at this point you've got Paladin on the Kai'Sa. That is a 4-item Kai'Sa right now. It's 36 minutes, so
9-1-4.
Yeah, 9-1-4. So this is a strong Void Girl, and Drodvir is going to have to stay top in order to push out these minion waves. The super minions left unchecked, they can just ravage your base.
So I think the lesson about the Olaf thing, like strategically, is even don't pick a champion that has more budget in a niche than another champion as your first pick, because then the enemy team can make your champion less effective. And if you're worried about the enemy playing that champion, then you should be doing that same thing that they just did to you when you picked it.
Yeah.
Just you kind of got to play around it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look at like it would be like first.
And there's 5 champions. Oh wow, Sworn's in trouble here.
Himself.
Does he have both Zhonya's up?
Turret. He has Zhonya's going to use it. Dravier's still tanking, and he's going to go down.
Ooh, that's so much Zhonya's.
Yeah, Sworn with the effective double Zhonya's. Going to pull back Paladin with the Shockwave. Now Sirene's on Paladin, but he has the shield from the Killer Instinct, and now he is tearing down this jungler.
And just gets melted by that single target damage. My goodness.
War Rider Man has to jump away. Mehuli going to go to... Oh no, Mehuli is just very low. Warge Knight gets him with the Roar of the Slayer. Now Chex Mix and forced to flash away. That's Paladin. Moving in on the inhibitor turret, bringing in this minion wave and taking it down. That is the last inhibitor turret that they have left. They're about to be 3 inhibited, and with 2 turrets standing between power flashes and game 3, they're going to press the attack onto this Nexus. There are only 2 members left here. Chex Mixon going very low, going to have to walk back into the base. 1 Nexus turret to go, and Bull Rider Man can't do anything to clear these waves. He can't stop Power Flashes from saying, no, we are not going quietly into the night, as they take it to game 3.
Whew, alright, so good game. Started out close for a little while, but Power Flashes, despite kind of faltering a little bit in a fight or two, like definitely pulls ahead in the objective game and keeps it going. And they end that game with all the inhibitors, all the towers, all the dragons that game. Really strong objective game from them that time around. So good stuff. And we're going to be going into game 3.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break and go for game 3. So don't go anywhere, because everyone wants to know who goes to LAN.
Yeah.
We are back. It is about to be game 3 here between
for all the marbles.
Yeah, between Power Flashes and Propulsion Esports. So, without further ado, let's get right into the game.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and like intro these teams. Do you want to pull up the bands for this one? Yeah. Is that already them?
Yep, that's them.
Let's go over it then real quick. Okay, so it looks like on the side of
Power Flashes.
Yeah, the same side. Okay. On the side of Power Flashes, they did ban away Fiora, Trundle. They've done the Garen and the Yasuo bans every time to keep those out of the hands of Propulsion. But they did ban Trundle, Fiora, and Xin Shao this time. We didn't see Xin Shao come out, but they just still wanted to, make that ban. But the Fiora, they didn't like dealing with it. I'm going to be banning it this time. Over on Propulsion, they banned Lissandra, Kaisa, Sivir, Varus, and Darius. And Darius and Varus were their staple bans across, I think, most of these matches as well. Yep. But this time they went with the Kaisa, Sivir, and Lissandra as targeting bans.
Yeah, they want to keep Paladin off.
Reactive bans, I
mean. Paladin did a lot of work on the Kaisa, and even in the first game loss, still did a lot of work as Sivir. So they want to keep Power Flashes, that is, from being able to play through the spot lane. But it still looks like it's a good. It still looks like it's a really good deal for Power Flashes because they still got Leona. They got Leona and they got Tristana, who is very safe, has that hyper carry potential. Especially if Pillars, is as aggressive as last time. So, on the blue side, we do have Power Flashes. We are seeing Sion again and Udyr, both return picks from the last game. Then Sworn is now on Malzahar, and then Paladin and SP Pillars, of course, Tristana and Leona. Meanwhile, on the red side, we see Ornn coming out for Drodvir, Cyrene playing Nunu and Willump, Mehuli returning to that Cassiopeia from Game 1, and then in the bot lane, the Lovers duo, or Riderman and Chex Mixing playing Xayah Rakan, and it's their SSG Xayah and Rakan.
They look so pretty together.
See, but you guys didn't see this, but because in the loading screen, Boar had the special edition with Ruler's signature. Chex Mixon didn't have the Core JJ.
A lot of aggression.
Yeah, that's going to be the jump in. Boar Rider Man going to take a bunch of damage there. That's down to the third health.
So Boar Rider Man's flash comes out there, has to get away. So does the Ignite from SP Pillars. And we already see, this is why they banned Leona game 2. Yeah. Really strong aggression. And Power Flashes definitely know how to, in the spot lane, know how to play around that aggression. Really push them out every chance they get.
Yeah, it's Pillars and Paladin are working together. I think they are probably one of the best bot lanes, at least in Demacia, if not, at least in Demacia, if not the whole of Gold Cap. They just work together so well, and they just have that kind of, synergy that you find in groups that have played together teams that have played together for a while, but Paladin didn't even play ADC until this split.
Building that synergy quickly.
But now Nunu and Willump are down here. Paladin gets to jump
Buffering.
away, but Pillars might be in trouble. Going to get rooted by Nunu and Willump. Chex Mixon does not get the knock-up off on the back end. Meanwhile, Drodvir gets knocked up by Warchain.
Wow, nice timing all around on the side of Power Flashes, actually, I guess I will say, because that was a well-timed Q, interrupt that and still get the damage off, and that was a very well-timed Tristana rocket jump.
Yeah.
Oh, going to get that
knock-up.
It looks like Sworn's going
definitely
down.
in trouble now.
Yeah, first blood. Nice gank using that Nunu and Willump snowball.
Yeah, biggest snowball ever. Cyrene's trying to make it live up to the name as he comes in with 2 massive snowballs into the bot and mid, picks up a kill for Mehuli. Yeah, that's first blood going over to Cassiopeia, which is a dangerous thing if you're on the side of Power Flashes.
Pretty calm now. Nunu just goes back to farming after those ganks. A lot of aggression, a little bit of noodle fighting in the top lane, of course.
Come on, Nunu's gotta farm his jungle at some point. So
whoa, aggression. So
yeah, SP Pillars.
SP Pillars actually takes a lot of damage for that one.
Yeah, a lot of it is mitigated by the Aftershock, but the press the attack proc coming through after the Aftershock pops means that one's going to be felt a little harder. And now Mehuli is out of mana.
Wow, pretty quickly. Did get that first kill. Might have just burned a lot of mana, kind of comfortably pushing out the wave, but
yeah, pushing out the wave and trying to poke Sworn into submission, but you know.
Yeah, ran back out of mana before, right when his lane opponent was approaching. Looks like he's gonna have Nunu cover his lane while Snake Lady backs. Leona waiting in the bush. Here comes Udyr. The vision is cleared. They just want somebody to step close. It doesn't matter, actually. They're just going for it.
Yeah, down there.
It doesn't look like no damage even happens.
Yeah, but Warge Knight might be in trouble. Ooh.
Alright, I kept an eye on the minimap. I know that there was like an actual close call in the top lane. And the bot lane, they never actually even hit anybody. They came out of the bush, and there was a pretty quick response from from Propulsion's bottom lane. God, these clan tags. And from the bottom lane, and they didn't actually get aggressed on.
You know, after seeing these clan tags, we might just have to investigate Propulsion for collusion with power flashes.
Collusion! Have you ever watched the League?
No.
I love it. I love the beginning of the League. They kind of go off the rails, in my opinion, a little bit, but I digress.
Okay.
Collusion.
Well, so...
collusion reference for those who have seen it. Oh, man. Okay. Well, these fights in the top lane were going pretty in favor of Drodvir, but after the back and that item pickup, he's actually faring pretty well against Drodvir this time around.
Yeah, Warge Knight now with the Ruby Crystal and the Null Magic Mantle, going to mitigate a lot of Drodvir's damage there. You know, he's a tank, it's all magic damage, all of the percent health and everything. So, yeah. So there is double teleport again for the side of Power Flashes. Last game it was the Lysandra and the Scion. Now it is Malzahar and the Scion, and I mean that's for the best. Like Malzahar doesn't really use that many other summoner spells.
And I mean, I think the Malz is a pretty solid pick for this game. I mean, Cass and Xayah don't have a lot of options. Oh, Baby Carrot going for the gank here.
Yeah, Baby Carrot. That's the flash forward by Sworn on Mehuli. Mehuli has to flash back. That's going to be the Petrifying Gaze. Stunning Baby Carrot. Now, Baby Carrot might be in trouble if Drodvir gets the knock up on him. Does not hit it. And now Sworn is out of mana, so Baby Carrot goes down. There was nothing that his mid laner could do, as he just didn't have any mana.
So, we've seen across this whole match, Cleanse get mentioned quite a bit, just when I was talking about it in a Twitch chat, and that is one of those moments where Cleanse might have been a good decision. Yeah. Is Malzahar, Leona, Udyr? I think say that's a pretty good amount
Leona, Udyr, and Scion. Like, why...
It's a pretty good amount of, especially, well, I was referencing those three because of the single target CC.
Oh, yeah, the single target CC
like,
is...
just getting absolutely stunned to death. It's nice because, of course, like, if you get stunned and then you QSS or cleanse and then you, oh, wow, he might be in trouble here. That was a big Q.
Well, most likely we are going to end up seeing... like probably two or three QSSs.
Yeah, and so what I was saying is like
break the Malzahar
since people sort of naturally try to chain them to maximize how long someone is stunned, by QSSing and like quickly flashing, nobody's quite ready yet. Like, I think people don't consider it maybe as much as they should. They think I'm gonna stun as soon as that stun ends, rather than I'm gonna stun as soon as he cleanses.
Yeah, as soon as he is not stunned.
Yeah.
you think of it in the
terms
stun
of that stun duration
rather than what's happening to Cassiopeia.
And so I think cleanse there is especially helpful given that people just kind of naturally try to chain well.
Yeah. So and again, the QSS is just going to be a pretty important pickup for both Mehuli and Boar Riderman here. And Boar obviously can use it for something else, but in the meantime, Cyrene is here onto Warge Knight, and Warge Knight is knocked up. The Scion can't get away, doesn't have his ultimate, goes into zombie mode, and Drodvir now up 2 kills on this farming Scion.
Cyrene doing a good job on the ganks. He is a little bit behind Udyr in CS, and Udyr does have a kill, but he's 0-0-3, hasn't died,
100%
has helped his team out with 3 different ganks. Yeah.
And he's enabling his laners, which is what you do as Nunu, because you can't solo carry these games. Sworn, he's lucky. He's got a Malzahar shield.
Yeah, man, do you remember when that was like, it used to be stronger, and it was so annoying. But I do like Malzahar as a champion, though, honestly. I think he's got a cool little niche as like the champion that makes picks
hell to pay against.
Well, yes,
play against
it is
because
little.
I never play against Malzahar. I just have to play around the Malzahar.
Wait a minute, Noodle might be in trouble here. He gets a little aggressive.
What are you doing? He's standing there, has to flash away, and that's the combo coming up. Does not get knock up on the Baby Carrot. Baby Carrot though going to go down to the absolute 0 anyways.
Both a lot of errors.
Yeah, GetRECt did get stunned by the Leona, didn't get to finish the knockup of the recombo, but still got the charm off on the Leona, which was pretty important.
We saw the Nunu go like a little bit too ham there, a little bit too far. But then we also saw we did see a pretty good stop of GetRECt's engage there. But they just played their focus so much better.
Too far, and now Pillars might be in trouble, but no, more in a future trouble sort of way. That will not serve him well. Chugging his potions currently, but this might end up going poorly in the future, just because of that health loss there.
Nunu's coming back mid lane. He looks like he's gonna land this onto Sworn.
Hits it onto Sworn. Now Sworn, he's under tanking. The tower, might be able. No, he's
not close enough.
Yeah,
though.
He's not gonna try to nether grasp that. Mehuli still has the petrifying gaze, and that would just not go. That would not end well for Sworn.
Noodle fight.
Yeah, tank fight. Slap, slap, slap.
Okay, so buffs starting to spawn pretty soon. There is a Cloud Drake over in favor of Power Flashes, though they are down a substantial amount of gold due to the kill differential and honestly the CS differential
top,
too.
Yeah,
the CS and top, pretty big advantage for Drodvir.
And
the rest of the lanes are pretty much dead even, but it only takes one person to be 15 CS ahead to help get your team an extra couple hundred
15
gold.
15 CS is like 300 gold.
Yeah.
Almost, so. Oh, Warsign doesn't get the
diving, but that's not I disagree. Oh no!
Drodvir going to be knocked up, and he goes down.
Oh no!
A little bit of an overextend there by Drodvir.
So in general, as an Ornn, diving a Scion's not a good idea. He uses his engage, and that's his only form of dash.
That's gonna be the flash forward. Now Mehuli is dead again.
He doesn't have a way out from under that turret without getting killed by Scion on turret.
Or Riderman using the Feather Storm, flashes right into the waiting arms of Baby Carrot, and now the kill score is even. Gold is back to even. Power Flash pick up 3 quick kills.
Definitely just the panic flash there. Might have, like really tunneled onto those people trying to kill him. Doesn't quite see that there's an Udyr waiting in the wings. Getting a lot of damage on his bottling tower thanks to that Tristana Satchel. No, it's called Satchel Charge? What's it called?
No, it's an Explosive Charge.
Explosive Charge. Satchel Charge is
6.
Yep. I was like, that doesn't sound quite right, but it's close. And there it is, a second one. That's going to be a lot of damage. 2 fully charged Explosive Charges.
Yeah.
Oh, but Drodvir teleports down.
Comes out.
Gets
He's stunned, though.
Clean.
Now Leona is in trouble. Has the flash to get away.
Nice ult. Flash heal.
Whoo!
Clean.
Gets out at the cost of 2 summoner spells and an ultimate.
That was just all really clean.
Yeah, but
I mean, they had to burn a lot. They did have to burn a lot, so that still is good for Propulsion. But that was clean.
Drodvir did use his teleport to get down there, but it does look like Propulsion will be getting first tower here. Although Baby Carrot is taking Rift Herald on the top side, so basically
they will lose out on the first tower.
A turret
though.
For a turret later.
Sworn
now
might go aggressive. He doesn't have the ultimate. He just used it earlier to help get the kill onto Mehuli.
Yeah,
Power
Flash
is
Siren. He gets it. He takes it away, and now
he picks it up too.
And he can't get away.
He can't get away, but he does steal Rift Herald. Not just prevent it, he steals it.
He steals Rift Herald and picks it up, so that's a big win for Propulsion here right now. And now Mehuli going to be in trouble again, has to flash away from the petrifying, or from the Nether Grasp, but he walks forward, gets Nether Grasped, and now he's dead again.
It was a noble effort going what he was going for there, but Baby Carrot had a flash that was behind Cass, so pretty nice. Able to put down a lot of damage, tries to pick up Sworn, and maybe would have been able to if not for Baby Carrot's pretty good flash there.
Yeah.
But it looks like they might be in trouble and may have overstayed.
Here, going to be knocked up, and he's gonna. Oh wow! Baby Carrot goes down to Boar Rider Man, who's doing a bunch of damage, but now it's a 3v2, and that's gonna be Chex Mixin going down. Boar Rider Man following him very shortly as he can't get over the turret, and bumps himself right into Sworn.
Yeah, it looks like a jump, but you still have to go around terrain.
Yeah, you can't go over things. You just,
It just looks like you can, Just aesthetically. Just looks like it goes over stuff, but not quite.
I mean, it should, because she's in the air.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. Thematically, it makes sense.
But now 2 turrets going over 2 power flashes means that they are going to have a 2k gold lead. So
substantial.
They're in.
It's a pretty big swing as well.
Yeah, they're in control now from the slight advantage that Propulsion had earlier. Warge Knight up here in the top lane. He is 3-1-2, so great showing by Warge Knight in all 3 of these games tonight.
Alright, Dragons spawning. Looks like both teams are interested.
Yeah, Mountain Drake, that's going to be great for this
Power Flashes
Tristana.
have more people here for this, because
Siren,
both members of Propulsion's bot lane are top.
I don't think, Siren's not going for the hero steal twice in a row.
Just gonna head up and farm the jungle.
He's saving his luck for when they try to sneak a Baron.
Ornn pushing bot.
Yeah, Ornn
Zyricon pushing top. Looks like Worgen Knight Scion headed up to the top lane to try and keep this tower alive.
But the rest of Power Flashes look like they are interested in pushing this tower, waiting for that next
all
minion
4
wave
members here.
with their newly acquired Mountain Drake.
I mean, if Scion can hold these 2 players off this tower, they will have a number advantage here.
Yeah, that's half the turret right there, but that's going to be the Ornhorn coming in. Going to knock out both bot laners and stop the push for now. The Lovers duo is making their way through the jungle.
Yeah, they just completely disengaged after the Ornhorn. Even the bot lane was roaming down, so Worgen Knight probably was calling that. They did get to put down a substantial amount of damage on that top lane tower, but it still stands, so no gold yet from it yet.
Paladin with the explosive charge and the Mountain Drake, that does a lot of damage. It's going to take half the turret's health right there, so another one of those, and Power Flashes might be looking at 3 turrets instead of 2.
Tank fight.
Tank fight. Slap, 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 slap. Noodle, noodle, noodle. And then he heals some more. Oh my god, they're auto-attacking each other. That's going to be the spell used, and they've got Grasp of the Undying.
Quite literal right now.
Yeah,
literally making them undying.
They just keep slapping each other.
They spam the shields and get the health back.
Hey, look at that. He healed some. Oh, look at that. This guy healed some too.
Hey, Worgen Knight looks like he's starting to pull ahead.
He's actually winning this fight. Never mind.
The cooldown's
come
up.
Yeah, the moment Ornn gets that off.
Alright, not enough to execute the tower, so they might be able to keep this tower up.
Yeah, they're going to lose.
Yep.
They're going to lose Rift Herald. But
Alright, so the tower stays standing for a little bit longer.
But good amount of damage there since it was pretty
Wow,
close.
the ult comes down, it stuns Cass, and gets slow onto several, but here comes...
gets Paladin. Paladin has to flash away. Now Chex Mix going to go down. Boar Rider Man is very low, but Sworn is down.
No!
Paladin jumps into the middle of the team, goes down to Boar, who still had ultimate, and it's a 2-for-1 after Paladin...
yeah, double lift goes... I mean, Paladin goes for the reset and jumps in and gets murdered before being able to get the kill.
Wow. Report Jack for Flame. Jesus.
What are you talking about? It was a slip of the tongue. This tower is so low, but it's still alive. Same with the one top lane. And I mean, I know they're low and they could go down a moment's notice, and macro-wise that means something. But in terms of gold, they actually get nothing from it yet.
Yeah, that's gold that's just sitting there, but it's not in their pocket yet. They do have Scion ultimate. They could engage a fight. Boar Rider Man is very low, and they're going for the engage. Strawbeer going to get knocked up first. Baby Carrot going to come in, get the stun as they interrupt the jump, the dash away, and now Siren forced to run away. That's going to be the Ornhorn, though, knocking up 2 members. SP Pillars very low at this point. No one going to die yet.
Yeah, and then, honestly, I think in the last fight, a big part of why it didn't go more in Power Flash's favor was Siren was channeling an ult, and it didn't get kills itself, but it did enough. It did enough extra damage that it put several members low, and they all got cleaned up by, I think it was Xayah Feathers.
Yeah.
At least Sworn got picked up by Xayah Feathers after getting popped by Siren. So not enough respect to that charge up there. And he just kind of sat there channeling. Nobody interrupted. Just full channel.
Yeah.
A lot of damage. I mean, even though he's a different champion now, but it's still substantial.
I have to say, these have been kind of sloppy engages overall in these team fights. Of course, the ganks have been very well executed all game. But these team fights, like, you know, Pillar's ult, the Solar Flare came down, and his team kind of just sat there and waited until the stun had, like, just expired.
It's one of those things where I think even just saying, I'm ulting before you do it, can really change kind of how the whole fight goes.
Go in!
Yeah, just yell it and then throw down the ult.
And then of course, the counter engage by Propulsion. Chex Mix
it was
go in
nice.
under the turret. It was
could have been.
It was okay because she immediately jumps in under turret, hits one person, and then was CC'd, so then couldn't move around the charm.
Well, yes, but by doing so, making, like, I don't know. I feel like it looked like it was what sparked the team to go for the fight that they won. So I guess maybe that's why I thought it kind of looked nice. But you're right. Like, in terms of like how many people it hit, they did a good job of locking up Chex Mixin.
Horn comes out, Paladin.
It's 3.
Not going to get knocked up, but it catches 2 members. Now Chex Mixin in the middle, going to knock up one person, gets the charm off onto Pillars and takes them down. Warg Knight gets the quadruple knockup, and Chex Mixin going very low, but Paladin can't get enough damage in. Sworn finally here, but can't really use the Nether Grasp on anyone. Propulsion picks up 1 kill and rotates back.
If we stand on top of each other, we share health bars. That's how that works, right? No.
We share all of our resistances, so now we take 99% reduced damage.
Oh, man. But, man, so that they were so clumped that whole fight, but despite that, there was just not enough AoE coming out to actually capitalize on it.
I mean, look at Paladin's items. He only has boots and Stormrazor. He isn't doing enough damage right now.
No, needs more gold.
Yeah, needs to finish that rapid fire cannon and at least get that BF sword. So, yeah, it's just it's a problem when your ADC isn't doing ADC things yet.
Yeah. All right, Dragon just spawned, and it looks like both teams are already starting to look towards it. Power Flashes do have. They're tied in terms of objectives. They're tied in turrets and up in Dragon. So, God, these clan tags are confusing me. Propulsion's looking to rectify that.
Yeah, we do have with Siren here. Oh, wow,
flash?
Siren respect flashes away.
Yeah, does not want to get caught up in that stun with the rest of his team. Not close enough. So they have Boar Rider, man, sitting up in the top lane to pressure that tower. And they're going to give up the Dragon for it.
With the inner turret going so low here, that's just going to be the catch on the Chex Mixin. There's no way she's getting out of this one.
Very well,
well executed now.
Chained.
Now this is Power Flashes picking up the first inner turret of the game.
So they pick up a kill, a Dragon, and a turret in exchange for 1 turret. That stun comes out kind of a waste, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a... I don't know.
Propulsion looking a little bit shaky. I gotta say, like right now, like Propulsion's looking like a little shaky. I don't think they made a good macro trade there. I mean, it should have been clear that middle tower had a wave coming, was low health. The rest of their team was there taking Dragon.
And they needed Boar.
And so
Boar to save it.
And Boar was like not there. They gave up the Dragon because Boar wasn't there, and then they just go straight mid. They get 1 tower in exchange for Tower Dragon and an extra pick onto Chex Mixin after that. Nice pick thanks to Malzahar, which is, that's what I like about Malzahar. That's what Malzahar does.
I mean, just having a Malzahar on your team means that automatically the other team has to say, oh, well, I guess I can never be on my own.
Or I have to buy QSS.
Yeah, gotta play the buddy system, or I have to buy QSS, which no one has done yet.
Nope.
So, I mean, obviously,
we're kind of doing what he
makes sense
can
for Mehuli with 2 scaling items. You don't want to buy your QSS and stop that as well. Xayah, you don't really want to let up until you've got at least damage on top of your crit. But now is probably going to be the time when we start seeing these reactive QSSs coming in, because Sworn has been smacking around Mehuli all game with the Nether Grasp. as well, Pillars has gotten a couple of really good catches, and Baby Carrot chaining those stuns is all great uses of the QSS. So waiting for it.
All right, we've got most of the members of Power Flashes hanging around near the mid lane. 3 members of Propulsion down towards bot. That's a little dangerous considering the Baron's up. I mean, Tristana Malzahar Udyr, that's some pretty serious Baron taking potential.
Yeah, and with nothing down there on that side of the map for them to even take, you have to question.
They are starting to roam up here, and Tristana might be maybe in trouble. Not going to go for it yet. I really like the new Snowball.
Yeah, it's a cool ability.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Pretty cool game design. I like it. They're sitting on a ward.
Sitting on a ward, and they don't have, or they do have a sweeper.
This could be big trouble. This could be big trouble.
Oh,
but they flash and go straight for Cass.
Mayhuli. Mayhuli's going to be caught. The Solar Flare, though, that's 3 members knocked up by the Ornhorn. Mayhuli still not dead yet. And now the team fight is going all for Propulsion as Boar Rider is on a killing spree. 2 members down already. Warge Knight on the run. Pillars is also running, but Paladin's trying to save his teammates, but there's nothing he can do, really. He's going to have to flash away from Boar Rider Man, who's going to take him down. Now, Warge Knight on the run. Is he going to get hit? He's just too tanky, but Boar Rider Man might be in trouble.
He goes down. Oof.
And Mayhuli never died. The flash forward by Sworn with the Nether Grasp, and it didn't even take out that mid laner. They committed so many resources up front, and it didn't pan out.
I know, and at that point, I mean, you're at the point of overcommitting. They let Cyrane channel yet another big Blizzard? Is it called Blizzard?
Absolute Zero?
Yeah? Absolute Zero, thank you. I don't know why. Blizzard's the Anivia ult now that I think about it, isn't it? Yeah, darn it. But yeah, so Nunu starts channeling that Absolute Zero yet again, and getting off a very substantial amount of damage when you get to just pop that after a mostly full charge across so many enemies.
Yeah, so now Boar Rider Man going to be very scary here. Has the Infinity Edge, going to be doing true damage to Warge Knight now, which now since he's got a Randuin's Omen, so yeah, the true damage is doing great.
Alright, starting to get some vision around Baron yet again.
What was that?
I don't know. They can't hear it.
So, yeah, Warge Knight Dronvir up in the top lane. Meanwhile,
4 people stacking around.
Sworn has his teleport, so he can clear.
You always gotta keep in mind that you have to channel it, and it's gonna be very obvious when you do. Alright, they're starting the Baron.
Yeah, Propulsion just gonna start
teleport quickly.
You gotta
it's almost a half.
Yeah, both of them teleporting in on the same ward.
Not close enough.
Yeah, they have SP Pillars. That's going to be the Scion ultimate. Knocks up Dronvir. He doesn't get the Ornhorn reactivate, and now they aren't focusing Mayhuli. They used the Nether Grasp on him, and now Power Flashes is just falling apart. They didn't pick the right targets, didn't focus anyone of note, and now they're being routed. It's 1 for 3 right now, and Propulsion is saying, wait a minute, why are we chasing them? Mayhuli, no, he flashes forward. Now Sworn going to go down to Boar Rider Man, and with this, they know that they can take the Baron here.
Man, and so I think that fight, and maybe honestly a couple of the fights in this game have been lost for Power Flashes because just I think some miscommunication during the team fight.
Yeah.
I mean maybe he was just trying to pause Cassiopeia, but I really think that ultimate works best as when you decide to try to kill someone in the fight.
Yeah. Just not taking the time to decide who am I going to ult. We are going to kill them when I ult. And honestly, I don't think it should... I mean, Mayhuli is the choice because of the Petrifying Gaze, and without the Petrifying Gaze, then if you Nether Grasp someone, Mayhuli can interrupt it. But I think you need to start looking at Boar Rider Man, who is now 8-3, has the Q... I mean, he has the QSS, so you've got to figure out a way to kill him that isn't Nether Grasp.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that they got the kill in that last fight eventually, but they weren't able to get the gas. Yeah. And I think it was because of just, not quite focusing their damage as well as they could have. Wow, so much CC on this SP Pillars.
Blows his ult.
Gets routed by the Orange Pillar. Womp womp.
Yeah, but the good news is, Power Flashes has 4 dragons.
They do. In terms of objectives, they're actually ahead overall. So many dragons, even though they're down in one tower, and they might actually tie up the towers if those minions, kill that in the top lane and right there. They are tied in towers and way ahead in dragons. They are down in gold and kills, however.
But it's
and this
only,
Baron,
yeah, it's only 1.5k gold.
It's only 1.5, and that's why I was saying I think. Oh
That's
wow,
the
big engage coming out.
Gets the knock up onto 3 members. That's going to be Baby Carrot going down. Warge Knight as well going very low. He knocks up Cyrene, who's tanking turret, but now both of the carries there are dead. Or the top laner and the mid carry are both down. Paladin being jumped on by Drodvir. He is at half health, but Mehuli very low. Paladin, can he go for the hero play here? No, I don't think he can. All 5 members, he gets knocked up, and that's going to be him. That's going to be the entire team. Power Flashes is down. Propulsion smacks him around, and Propulsion says, "You're not going to get us here, you Udyr one trick," and they are going to punch their ticket to the semifinals.
Wow, and they're in the semifinals. That just kind of came out of nowhere, it felt like. I mean, the game seemed like it was a little back and forth. We were just talking moments ago about how Power Flashes was like ahead in objectives, and then all of a sudden they get engaged on by a really clean engage for Propulsion under that tower, and when they all go down, the death timers are long enough at this point, not super long, but long enough that they can just take that Baron buff and their whole team and just run down mid. And wow, so that's going to be them taking the win over Power Flashes, and they're going to be the ones going into semis.
Yeah, so congratulations to Propulsion Esports. They are going to make their way to the Tom Love Innovation Hub in the great town of Norman, Oklahoma. That is going to be in 2 weeks. Actually, 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today. It is Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday,
and so we have one more match for gold, and I believe it's Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, that's one more for gold. That's Thursday. That's going to be OSU versus... I'm blanking.
Bingo Squad.
Thank you. Wait. Are you sure?
It's Bingo Squad, yeah.
Okay. That sounds off to me, but you're probably right. But yeah,
OSU FUS.
Yeah. So yeah, they'll be playing next Thursday, and then have we been able to schedule the Diamond ones yet, or still waiting?
I mean, the Diamond players don't know. At least...
We have to stream it tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to stream it tomorrow, so
stupid.
Like we don't know who 6th place is.
You're right.
Actually, we don't even know who 5th place is. So.
Yeah. Okay. So then after tomorrow's stream, we'll announce, the teams that are going to be playing for quarterfinals, and then they will schedule their matches.
It is Jingo Squad.
Ah! Okay, I knew it. I knew Bingo played because Bingo played this morning against TLP.
Oh right, they beat TLP, didn't they? Yeah.
That's why I was like, you might be right because there's 2 teams named something Ingo Squad Gaming. So, but yeah, okay. So it's Jingo. But anyway, yeah. So that'll be Thursday. Then after tomorrow, we'll start scheduling those Diamond quarterfinals. We're gonna do everything live that we can. Just shoutcasters got a schedule around it. And if a team's playing at like 9 p.m. on a
if you guys
Tuesday,
play at 11 p.m. on Friday night, like screw you guys.
I'm
just not casting.
Yeah. I know it's hard. I mean, shoutcasters have things they have to do.
I've got a life.
But we'll do our
other
best.
things to do.
We'll do our best. And so so 3 live quarterfinal matches next week. All things going well.
Yep.
If not, replays as usual, or replays as usual if Spectate's still broken. I guess because being as it's been 4 days with no word, we're not really sure. I think even Maris went and talked to them on Twitter or something and got some crappy generic response.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Hopefully it's fixed before next week. If it's not fixed until next patch, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if it's not fixed at finals,
if that's not fixed at finals, I'm not showing up.
We can do some raffles after the games, or maybe.
I'll just stand over your shoulder and scream into your ear as you play.
Bad timing. Scream into your ear as you play. Oh man. Okay, well, fingers crossed, everyone.
Fingers crossed.
Send your energy to Riot to fix Spectate, so that way we can have more fun on these last semifinals and quarterfinals and whatnot.
Yeah.
So. But cool. So congratulations on winning.
Congratulations to Propulsion.
I really hope that everyone still goes to the LAN just to hang out, even if you don't make it. We've talked about some things for next split, just some future talk. We talked about some things for next split about not doing a summer split and kind of trying to expand a bit on fall and spring splits. Just because even for people that weren't on college teams, actually run into a lot of problems with summer split because people tend to take more vacations during that time.
Oh yeah, screw that, man.
And just
like
even
2 weeks.
Even just taking like a 2-week vacation means there's 2 weeks that you can't play, and potentially you might even have something scheduled over playoff time, and so that makes it tough. So we might expand upon spring and fall, do some one-shots in the summer,
Yeah.
and make spring and fall
Longer, have bye weeks.
Yeah,
have
make
other fun
make
stuff.
yeah, make spring and fall longer, expand on it. Have one thing that we really want to do is have like basically playoffs for the next 4 seeds. So that way, even if you don't make playoffs, you can still compete at the end of the season to make the next 4 and play in a LAN anyway. As well as getting more people that LAN experience, giving more people a reason, because even towards the end of the season, it's very possible to just win out and still come in 8th seed and make the LAN. And so we were looking to like include more people in the LAN, throw in some more summer events that are one shots. But overall, I mean, we saw like less turnout in the summer split, and the feedback was mostly just like there's vacations and there's a lot of things that are going on, and it inhibits people from a few weeks, and then they just choose not to play because they'll be missing so much before they know that they're going to be missing a lot before it even starts. So looking to expand on those, double up how many teams get to play in the OKLCS or whatever it becomes named if they fuse and whatnot.
Yes.
So like more people playing, and that's cool. I mean, it gives you more hope to get to go play in the LAN. And as the season goes on, even if you lose the shot at top 4, you have a reason to keep trying. And so I think overall, it's a good strategy.
Yeah, I mean,
so we'll keep ironing out plans.
The alternative is what happened in the last.
Yeah,
we
had a dip in summer, and people start quitting.
Yeah, it's like 2 teams straight up just left from gold capped, and then I think 2 teams left from gold cap, 1 left from diamond capped, and then 2 teams at the bottom of diamond capped have just been forfeiting their matches every week.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Be good sportsmen.
But yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with Diamond, and then I'll be back on Thursday, I know, for the Built Over Pokes game. Otherwise, tune in for when we finally get Diamond Cap scheduled, and
tomorrow when we do Diamond Cap.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Test the waters, oh, it's hot. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. So take me, baby.